Good evening and welcome to another exciting night of high school football here at Nex-Tech Game Time. Our Nex-Tech Game Time tonight pregame show is coming to you live from Travis Field in Norton for the game of the week between the Phillipsburg Panthers and the Norton Bluejays. Our pregame show tonight is brought to you by State Farm Insurance agent Brock Whitmore. I'm Curtis Brown. I'm here with Chris Lee, and we've got a monster Class 3A District 14 game for you tonight. And Chris, with the amount of athletes that both these teams are going to have on the field tonight, everybody should be in for a treat.
Oh, yeah, this is – when the schedules came out, you had this one circled. This is a super matchup for the MCL, for state playoffs, for everything. Phillipsburg, they're defending 2A state champs, playing 3A now, but they returned a ton. They had a few holes to fill on the line. They returned a ton of studs. Using Sports in Kansas as a guide, look at their top 25 list. Phillipsburg had Kurt and Mark Coombs at running back. They combined for over 2,000 yards and 25 TDs last year. On the defensive side, they even have more riches. John Gower was an all-state linebacker. Seth Jacobs was an all-state D lineman. On the honorable mention category of Sports in Kansas, featured Coombs at running back, Trey Sides at linebacker, Drew Staple at defensive line. Remember, these guys all returned from a state championship run. Offensively, Phillipsburg likes to run the ball out of a pistol flex bone with the quarterback about 3 to 4 yards behind the center, 1 to 3 backs behind. We had them earlier this year. They showed some 1 back, some 3 back. They'll do a lot of different things. Panthers are a run-first team, averaging over 300 yards a game on the ground. It's like a lot of colleges. Kurt Coombs has led the infantry with 600 yards, has for over 600 yards this season. Gower from the fullback has 300 yards, and Traylon Gross has moved into the running back picture as well. Trey Thompson leads receiving corps with 11 catches for 205 yards. Sides has passed for nearly 400 yards on the season. The sophomore quarterback has thrown for 6 touchdowns and also has run for 6 touchdowns. With formation variation and tempo, they showed us some tempo earlier when we had them. Phillipsburg is hardly predictable, however, and it's averaging over 40 points a game. I'll talk more about defense and special teams later. Curtis, what do you want to tell us about Norton's offense?
Well, Norton comes in 5-2 on the year, 1-0 in district. They won last week against Russell, 48-14. Their 2 losses on the year are pretty close to Plainville and Smith Center, both by a combined 10 points. And so in those games, some costly turnovers really hurt the Bluejays late in those games. And really, I think Phillipsburg's got the MCL crown wrapped up no matter what happens tonight. So what these teams are playing for, or what Norton's playing for, is to win the district and hopefully not have to travel out east to Marysville because that Marysville team's red hot. Norton's balanced on offense. They operate out of the I formation. They'll run some spread as well. They're averaging 41 points per game. That ranks them 6th in Class 3A. And on the year, the Blue Jays are averaging 254 yards on the ground and 165 in the air. Behind center is Norton's dynamic dual-threat junior quarterback, Jace Reuter. And he's kind of had an up-and-down season, though. He's thrown for 1,092 yards, and that's 8th in Class 3A. He's thrown for 10 touchdowns. He's also rushed for 473 yards and another 10 touchdowns. But he's completing just 49% of his passes. He's thrown 5 interceptions, and he's lost 3 fumbles. And so they're going to need him to be at his best tonight to beat these Panthers. The Blue Jays are led in rushing by junior tailback Tevin Petrie. He's got 1,056 yards on the year and 11 touchdowns. That's good for 6th in Class 3A in rushing. He's ran for 100 yards for every game for the Blue Jays except for 1. Senior wideout Tyus Henson leads Norton in receiving for 376 yards and 4 touchdowns. Chris, what is the plan on defense for the Panthers tonight to stop this Blue Jay offense?
Phillipsburg's shown a nice defensive stand this year. They're averaging slightly less than 10 points per game, and that figure's slightly inflated because last week they kind of let up on the throttle when they were playing TMP. Phillipsburg has shutouts over Oakley and Larned. Perhaps more impressively, only allowed 16 points each to Smith Center and Plainville, who, as you know, they beat Norton. And those two teams attack in very different ways. So it's not like they're susceptible to run or the pass. They can shut both things down. The stop troops are led by Gower, who has 70 stops on the season. Staple and Kurt Coombs are next with 49 each. But Staple's season ended 2 weeks ago against Larder when he suffered a knee injury, so they'll have to fill in for him. Linebacker Mark Coombs is also out for this game. They hope to get him back for the playoffs. Another force on the Panther defense is defensive lineman Chris Van Kooten, who has 34 stops. Coach J.B. Covington said his team's defensive strategy is to make teams one-dimensional, take away the run first, and make them sustain long drives. The Panthers' special teams They've been really special this year as well. Kicker Jonathan Hennecutt has made 4 or 5 field goals. The only one he missed on the year was a 40-yarder into the win. The Panthers will show swinging gate on their PATs. That's one more thing you have to prepare for when you get ready to play for them. What do we need to watch for Blue Jays now on defense and special teams?
Defensively, the Blue Jays run a 5-2 scheme. They're giving up 19 points a game, and that ranks them 12th in Class 3A. But they do going to face a tough challenge tonight. The Panthers are ranked 5th in Class 3A in offense. The Blue Jays are led on defense by their all-state linebacker, Jacob Green. Green ranks 9th at all of 11-man in the state of Kansas and 3rd in Class 3A with 100 tackles on the year. He's got 7 tackles for loss. He's also got a sack and an interception that he took back for a score. Second on the team in tackles is the senior linebacker, Trenton Wright. He's got 61 tackles. Norton does have a couple dangerous defensive ends. Junior Colin Ocker and sophomore Hayden Wilfong, they both have 6 sacks apiece, and that ranks them both 4th in Class 3A. And they have a total of 41 quarterback hurries combined between them. The Blue Jays secondaries also racked some havoc this year. They've picked off 13 passes. Leading the team in interceptions is senior safety Carson Wallace. He's got 3, but a total of 9 different Blue Jays have interception. Though I don't know if they're going to get much opportunities for sacks or for interceptions tonight. As you said, that Phillipsburg's more of a run-based offense. But the Blue Jays have been pretty opportunistic. They've forced 19 total turnovers in their 7 games, and they've also scored 2 defensive touchdowns. What do you see as maybe some of the keys to this game, Chris, and maybe a little bit other than the injuries? We know Phillipsburg's banged up a little bit, but what other things do you see as keys to this game?
You pointed this out on the web here. That's a great point. Norton has a pretty good size advantage here. And size, I think, sometimes is overrated in football. With technique, with using angles, things like that, that can make a big difference. Obviously, Phillipsburg has faced big teams before too, within this long streak they're in of wins. So it'll be interesting to see how they handle Norton's size.
I think this game is probably going to be a close game. They've played close games in the past, and when it's close, Chris, I think you would look at the field goal kickers. Both of these teams have field goal kickers, like you said. Honeycutt's 4 or 5 on field goals. Norton's Jay Mulder's connected on all 3 of his field goals. Both kickers have a long of 38 yards. So when this comes, if it does come down the wire, each team is capable of kicking the field goals.
Well, yeah, last year's score I believe was 7-6. Norton won. Right. So obviously the kickers played in that game, had a role in that game as well last year.
Right. It should be a good one, and everybody's going to be, like I said, going to be in it for a treat for a good game tonight. That is our Nex-Tech Game Time tonight pregame show, brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agent Brock Whitmore. Up next is Mike on the Mic with Mike Hughes, presented by Phillips County Health Systems. And we'll bring you that shortly after a short break. So stay tuned. You're watching the Game of the Week here on Nex-Tech Game Time.
Nex-Tech Game Time is brought to you in part by the chiropractic centers of Phillipsburg and Stockton, Leon's Welding and Fabrication, Norton County Hospital, State Farm Insurance Agent Brock Whitmore, Bullseye Media Event Center and Venue, Pack Leader Technology, Hammett Land and Auction, Advantage Glass Plus, and Roofmasters Roofing and Sheet Metal, and by Mapes & Miller, LLP, Heritage Insurance Group, The Golden Q, Storage Solutions of Hayes, J-Corp, Hayes Recreation Commission, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and by Progressive Physical Therapy, Tri-Central Office Supply, Flatlander Dirt Works, Nex-Tech Wireless, and Phillips County Health Systems. At Bullseye Event Center, we consider every detail when transforming our space into the perfect setting for your event. Our newly renovated, unique facility is ideal for weddings and receptions, corporate events, and parties for up to 300 guests. We also have smaller rooms and on-site kitchen available for meetings and reunions and social gatherings. Call us today to book your next function at Bullseye Event Center, downtown Norton, where your event is our top priority.
Hi?
We're looking for insurance.
Oh, let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a Trusted Choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Let us shop for you. Contact Rogers & Associate to learn more.
Solutions North Bank, member FDIC, Moffitt Drug and Ward Drug, New Look Body Shop, Keller Leopold Insurance, and New Age Industrial Corporation are proud of the Norton Community High School students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best ever. Best wishes for a successful season from Graham Construction, Walter & Walter LLC, BEB and Associates, and CarQuest of Norton, backing the Norton Bluejays all season long.
We are your Northwest Kansas premier roofing contractor. We've got you covered before and after the storm.
Let us evaluate the condition of your roof and discuss options. We'll often be able to offer efficient, affordable alternatives. Call Roof Masters for a free estimate today.
Roof Masters, that's who you're looking for.
When it comes to accessorizing your truck, SUV, or van, Advantage Glass Plus is the original specialist. They have a huge selection including Nerf bars, custom chrome wheels, ARE truck caps and tonneau covers, running boards, heavy-duty grill guards, fender flares, plus a whole lot more. Along with Retrax, the ultimate trackable pickup bed cover. Enhance appearance, add protection, plus add style and value to your ride. When you visit Advantage Glass Plus, South Pine Street in Hayes, proudly serving the area for 20 years.
Good evening and welcome to this week's edition of Mike on the Mic. I'm Mike Hughes. Well, it doesn't seem like it. Only 2 weeks left in regular football season before playoffs begin. Talking to playoffs, we're going to talk about some of the district records, about that here in just a minute after we talk about our area games of the week. First off, in the game you'll see here later tonight on Nex-Tech Local 1, this ought to be a barn burner, a MCL matchup, and it is going to be a doozy. Phillipsburg and Norton. Phillipsburg will travel to Norton to take on the Bluejays. Phillipsburg victorious over TMP last week, 58-18, while Norton defeated Russell 48-14. A big rivalry here. Anything could happen. Other games this week include Hill City at Hoxie. Hill City 3-1 in district play. They defeated Decatur Community in Nex-Tech's Local 1 game last week, 68-36, while Hoxie defeated Trigo 28-12. Abilene is at Hayes High. Hayes High lost last week in McPherson, 48-14, while Abilene defeated Wamego 50-14. Stockton will be at Northern Valley. Stockton defeated Wilson last week, 54-28, while Northern Valley won over Sylvan Lucas by a score 66-44. Quinter is at St. Francis. St. Francis had a bye last week. They're ranked number 1 in 8-man 1, and Quinter lost to Rawlins County 48-0. It will be Osborne at Bennington. Osborne victorious over Victoria last week, 54-8. Bennington lost to Solomon by a score of 68-26. Victoria is at Lincoln. Lincoln lost to Logan Palco last week, 58-0, as we mentioned. Victoria losing to Osborne last week. Logan Palco will be at Solomon. Logan Palco, again, beat Lincoln last week, 50-0, shut them out. Solomon was over Bennington, 68-26. Ellis is at Plainville this week. Ellis lost to La Crosse last week, 44-12. Plainville defeated Oakley, 51-0. Boy, Hayden Friend, what a game for him. He threw for 5 touchdowns, ran for 2 touchdowns, while the defense for the Cardinals forced 2 turnovers, had 3 sacks, and 8 tackles for loss. Trigo is at Rawlins County. Trigo lost to Hoxie last week, 28-12. Rawlins County was over Quinter, 48-0. Wilson is at Lakeside. Lakeside defeated Thunder Ridge, 70-32, and Wilson lost to Stockton, 54-28. Pike Valley is at St. John's Beloit Tipton. St. John's Beloit Tipton won by forfeit last week over Southern Cloud, officially a 1-0 ball game, and Pike Valley over Tesket 50-0. Rock Hills at Southern Cloud. Rock Hills defeated Lynn 56-6. Southern Cloud again forfeited to St. John's Beloit Tipton last week. We'll see if they can get a team together this week. Thunder Ridge at Sylvan Lucas. Again, Thunder Ridge lost to Lakeside last week. Sylvan Lucas lost to Northern Valley. TMP, they'll be at Russell TMP lost to Phillipsburg. Russell lost to Norton. So they'll battle to see if one of those teams can stay into playoff contention. Republic County will be at Smith Center. They're both 1-0 district play. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Smith Center blanked Sacred Heart last week 33-0, while Republic County defeated El Saline 42-12. And Garden City will be at Great Bend, a battle of 7-0s here. This is for the conference championship. Great Bend won over Liberal last week 49-7, and Garden City defeated Dodge City 36-13. And Golden Plains, 5-1 on the season, defeated Whitland Grinnell last week 46-0. They ended Toma both in the first round of 6-man state football action. Now, speaking of districts, first off, in 5A West, Great Bend, the number 1 seed at 7-0. In 4A1 District 8, Abilene and McPherson are both 1-0, while Migo and Hayes 0-1. So Hayes playing to stay alive or have a chance in the playoffs. 3A District 14, Phillipsburg Norton, both of them are 1-0. So this could determine who's going to be district champion. Russell and TMP both 0-1. Again, one of those teams might have a chance to move on in district play as well. In 1A District 6, Smith Center, Republic County, both 1-0, most likely for the district championship there. El Saline and Sacred Heart both 0-1. District 7 in 1A, Plainville and La Crosse both 1-0. Ellis and Oakley both 0-1. We moved to 8-man 1 District 4. Remember, 8-man's been in district play for a while now. In District 4, Osborne is 3-0. Logan, Palco, and Solomon both 2-1. Bennington and Victoria are both 1-2, and Lincoln is 0-3. They're basically eliminated. In District 8 in 8-man 1, St. Francis, they're in the driver's seat. They're 4-0. Rollins County and Hill City are both 3-1. Hoxie 2-2. Decatur Community 2-3. Trigo is 1-3, and Quinter is 0-5. Now in 8-man 2 District 4, St. John's, Beloit, Tipton, and Pike Valley, they're both 3-0. Rock Hills is 2-1. Lynn 1-2, Tesket and Southern Cloud both 0-3. And in District 5 in 8-man 2, Lakeside, they're in the driver's seat, they're 3-0. Northern Valley and Stockton both 2-1. Sylvan, Lucas, Wilson, they're both 1-2. Thunder Ridge is 0-3. And in this week's K-Preps rankings, 5A, Great Bend's ranked number 1. In 3A, Phillipsburg number 3. In 2-1A, Plainville ranked number 2, Smith Center number 3, 8-man 1, Osborne ranked number 4, and 8-man 2, Pike Valley is ranked number 2. So that's the way the rankings go. That's the way the playoffs go. Next week, I remind you, next week we're going to come to you on Thursday. Next week, Mike on the Mic will be on live Thursday. And don't forget, we'll have games next week live both Thursday and Friday due to state volleyball. Some teams play Thursday, some play Friday. So next week, we'll have games for you here both Thursday and Friday. So that's going to do it for this week's edition of Mike on the Mic. We do want to thank our sponsor, Phillips County Health Systems. Thank them for their support. And we're going to send it back to Curtis and Chris with this week's Area Game of the Week right here on Nex-Tech Local 1 right after these messages.
From senior trips to toddler adventures.
Oh, yeah, that is a little
Mission is your one-stop shop for fun. Check out all the fall and winter brochure for a complete list of scheduled events and classes. The fun times continue in the HRC Wellness Center, where you can enroll in personal training and memberships. The HRC provides fun and fitness for all ages. Find them at hazerec.org. Call or stop by and learn more.
Prairie Horizon Agri-Energy, Farmers National Bank member FDIC, Olive Bovey Memorial Chapel, Seidel's Automotive, and Whitmer Drug are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Phillipsburg High School students and athletes. Best wishes for a successful season on the fields, the courts, and in the classroom from Cliff's Welding Service, Ron Juneman OD, Farmers and Ranchers Outlet, and Scott McCoppin Bookstore and Hometown Grounds, backing the Phillipsburg Panthers all season long.
When it comes to commercial and residential concrete construction in the Hayes area, J-Corp is the preferred choice. They can handle your project from ground up, including excavation, site prep, to finish concrete and pavement, driveways, curbs, streets, parking lots. No job is too big or too small. They also sell and deliver sand, rock, and asphalt millings. Call for a free estimate today. The rock-solid choice in concrete construction. J-Corp, 1707 East 10th Street in Hayes. Leon's Welding and Fabrication has been serving Western Kansas for over 25 years with custom fabrication of metal projects, including trailers, flatbeds, steel and aluminum fencing, ornamental gates and handrails, and metal art creations. Leon's also offers sandblasting and coating services and a powder coating division with over 6,400 colors to choose from. For your next project, visit Leon's Welding and Fabrication, East Highway 40 in Hayes.
Is your business prepared for a disaster? Protect your valuable data from natural disasters and the most likely form of loss, humans. Accidental deletions, crypto-locker ransomware, viruses, and hacking are all very real threats. Nex-Tech Backup will keep your business protected with worry-free technology. Nex-Tech backs up, protects, and allows you to instantly restore accounts and data, so your business can return to normal. Protect your business now with Nex-Tech and receive free storage. Certain restrictions apply. Call Nex-Tech at 800-588-6649 today.
Center Sky Dentistry, Office of Craig Kriesik DDS, Deanna Braun Insurance, Sloan's Plumbing, Norton Animal Health Center, and Miller Aviation are proud of the Norton Community High School students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best ever. Best wishes for a successful season from United Northwest Federal Credit Union, member NCUA, Downtown Car Wash, Roy's Sales and Service, Brian and Kate Fonensteel, and Don's Floor Covering, backing the Norton Bluejays all season long.
Regulations and tax laws are always changing. That's why businesses and professionals turn to the experienced team at Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants. With 8 CPAs to assist you, they offer a wide range of services from tax preparations, bookkeeping, and payroll to auditing and accounting services. They can also help farmers, ranchers, and small businesses with tax planning. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants with offices in Norton, Phillipsburg, Stockton, and Quinter.
Norton County Hospital would like to welcome Dr. Greg Serene to the community. Dr. Serene is a board-certified surgeon and trained in sports medicine. His practice will focus on knee injuries, joint replacements, and general orthopedics. Dr. Serene has been practicing for over 20 years and looks forward to providing orthopedic care to Norton and the surrounding communities. The Norton County Hospital, dedicated to caring, commitment, and community.
Hahn and Ames, PA, The Horseshoe, Sawyer's Ace Hardware, and Farmers State Bank, member FDIC, are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Phillipsburg High School students and athletes. Best wishes for a successful season on the fields, the courts, and in the classroom. From Blackburn Construction, Kansas Crop Care, Phillips County Health Systems and Medical Clinic, White's Food Liner, and Professional Fire Equipment, backing the Phillipsburg Panthers all season long.
Get more of the potential you plant with the latest from 360 Yield Center. Unlock trapped nutrients and speed residue breakdown with 360 Chain Roll. Prevent root-restricting berms to give roots access to potential boosting moisture and nutrients with 360 Bullet Ripper Points. And capture more yield at every harvest by reducing header loss by 80% with 360 Yield Saver replacement gathering chains.
Progressive Physical Therapy Center has been an integral part of the Hayes community since 2007. Tim Marcus, physical therapist, has led the Hayes physical therapy team ever since the business opened. The Progressive staff offers expert care in a friendly environment. You no longer need a physician's referral when seeking services provided by a physical therapist. Call Progressive Physical Therapy. Their licensed therapists provide personalized patient care and treatments. Progressive Physical Therapy, 2209 Canterbury in Hayes.
I'm Dr. Dustin Cheney with the Chiropractic Centers of Phillipsburg and Stockton. Since 2003, it has been my mission to make sure chiropractic care is available in our communities. Thank you for letting my family take care of your family.
The chiropractic centers are a safe, natural, and holistic choice. From infants to seniors, their doctors and staff provide comprehensive and personalized care.
Remember, pain is not normal. Chiropractic is the natural choice.
See their ad in the Nex-Tech directory.
$10,000 in 10, but give 50.
With 7 agents in 3 locations, Hammett Land and Auction Incorporated can meet your every need when it comes to your next sale. Visit them at hammettauction.com and you'll find all their upcoming sales, including farms, ranches, as well as farm equipment and even real estate listings, both residential and commercial. They've been serving Western Kansas since 1983, and with offices in Stockton, Russell, and Hayes, they're always nearby to assist you. Hammett Land and Auction Incorporated. Contact them today.
$25 would get $21,000. Prairie Fire Petroleum, Wesco Feed Transport, Steel Fabrications, Professional Fire Equipment, and Studio 111 at Here's Your Sign are proud of the Norton Community High School students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best ever. Best wishes for a successful season from the Toma Corporation, Engels Sales and Service Center, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Joy Johnson Agent, and Ray's Tree Service, backing the Norton Bluejays all season long.
Safety at a peace of mind price. Nex-Tech Wireless introduces the simple starter plan. For only $15 per month, you can rest easy knowing you can always reach your child on their smartphone. The plan includes unlimited calling, unlimited texting, and unlimited data while on Wi-Fi. You don't have to worry about data overages, and your child will enjoy all the benefits of a smartphone. It's the simple starter plan from Nex-Tech Wireless. Unlimited talk, text, and data while on Wi-Fi for only $15 per month.
First National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, Olive Bowie Furniture and Appliance, Shane Kintner, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Coombs Trucking, and Steel Fabrications are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Phillipsburg High School students and athletes. Best wishes for a successful season on the fields, the courts, and in the classroom from Kelly Link Floor Covering, Cottonwood Inn, Thompson Family Chiropractic, and Ultimate Machine, backing the Phillipsburg Panthers all season long. When you need dirt construction of any type at any time, call Joel Younger at Flatlander Dirt Works, LLC. Flatlander Dirt Works offers 24-hour service on oil field, farm, residential, and commercial dirt construction. They even handle septic systems and water line installation and repair. They've got all the big boy toys at Flatlander Dirt Works, serving all of Northwest Kansas. Call 623-7744. Proud supporters of all our area athletes. Flatlander Dirt Works, LLC.
Welcome back to Norton and Nex-Tech Game Time's coverage of the game of the week here between the Phillipsburg Panthers and the Norton Bluejays. We are just over a minute left before the opening kickoff. And Chris, they've had the toss, and what transpired there?
Yeah, Norton won the toss. They deferred, so Phillipsburg has chosen to receive the ball. I didn't see which end will be, but I don't think the end's going to matter much. Not much wind blowing. In fact, looks like the flag is almost completely still. The sun is set to where that's not going to be a factor. It's a beautiful night for football here at Travis Field here in Norton, Kansas.
Yeah, I was going to say, you couldn't ask for better weather here in late October for a high school football game. And looks like both teams are on the field getting ready. We're just a couple minutes away or a couple seconds away here from getting this game kicked off. And a big game in District 14 here in Class 3A. Most likely the winner of this game is going to be the district champion.
Yes.
The loser is going to be runner-up. But both these teams are playoff caliber football teams.
Certainly. Phillipsburg, defending 2A state champions. They are a 14-game winning streak going right now, which is one of the longest in the state. Norton stumbled a little bit early in the season, but it's come on of late. This is a big rivalry game, so we're looking forward to a fantastic night of football here on Nex-Tech Television.
Teeing up for the Bluejays is their kicker, Jay Mulder. He averages 41 yards per kickoff. Back deep for the Panthers, 35, John Gower, and number 3, Trey Thompson. And Mulder's kick is up and over to Gower, takes it about at the 12-yard line. He moves towards the middle,
And he has a little bit of room. Now he's got some more room off to the left side. Gower's out to the 40-yard line, and Gower's going to take this opening kickoff all the way back for the touchdown. The Panthers strike early on an opening kickoff return for 89 yards for John Gower. And Chris, that is the one way to start this ball game off.
Well, and Gower's a fullback on the offense, so for a fullback, he's got decent wheels. I was impressed by that. First of all, he took it back across the field. It looked like a middle return. He just bounced it to the outside. But a lot of times when you go across the field like that, you're just inviting trouble. A wave is going to get you. But it was very well blocked, and he does a nice job of finding the seams. And now the P-Burgs in their swinging gate, they like to show on PAT. So
to kick is number 17, Jonathan Honeycutt. He is 35 of 37 on extra points on the year. Now they bring the line back in for the conventional lineup. Holding for the Panthers is number 2, Brandon Juneman. And the kick is up, and it is good. So Phillipsburg strikes early and first here, and the Panthers are up 7-0 just 15 seconds into this ball game.
I'm confident that's our quickest scoring strike of the year there. 89-yard kickoff return for Gower. Honeycutt PAT's good. Fantastic start here for the Phillipsburg Panthers. Now if you're Norton, like I said, Norton, this is senior night, big night here locally. They want to get the emotion back on their side. We were just talking about there's a nice crowd here from Phillipsburg across the way. A lot of excitement here, but that's not what you expect. That opening kickoff go all the way.
Yeah, so that Phillipsburg lands the first big punch of this fight, and we'll see how Norton responds. Back deep for the Blue Jays will be number 81, Tyus Henson. He averages 19 yards per kick return. And number 23, Tevin Petrie, he's averaging 10 yards per return. And teeing it up for the Panthers will be number 17, Jonathan Honeycutt, that just made that PAT. Both Henson and Petrie are lined up at the 10-yard line.
I said no wind tonight, so I don't think there's going to be any real weather factors to speak of.
Yeah,
here.
I think you're right. There's no advantage either side of this field. And the sun's down, so we don't have any of those issues. Honeycutt's kick is low, taken by an up man. And he's up across the 30, almost to the 40-yard line. That's number 21, Trenton Wright, the fullback. Good return, and the Blue Jays will start their first offensive possession. Looks like at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, we've covered quite a bit of 11-man this year. And, this is what you expect at 11-man. Big, wild kickoff returns and things like that. But, this is a 11-man football. We're still seeing that same wild stuff. Norton takes over its own 38, 39-yard line, 1st and 10.
Out of the I formation, junior quarterback Jace Reuter. Behind him is fullback Wright and Petrie. Petrie with the grab, and he's met in the backfield. That's Chris Van Kooten for the Panthers. He shot through the line and dropped Petrie for a 4-yard loss now, back to the 35-yard line. And that play had no chance going anywhere.
No chance at all. Van Kooten does a nice job shooting through a gap there, and Petrie had no chance really getting going on that.
Yeah, Van Kooten lined up as the left defensive tackle. Lined up on the right guard and right tackle.
Got
the Blue
trips
Jays
right now. Norton's showing a little bit of unusual formation here.
Shotgun set, and Petrie with the draw off to the left-hand side, and he's up back to the original line of scrimmage there, a couple yards, but on the tackle, number 11, Jordan Ford, read that pretty good, the defensive end.
Petrie's a little slow getting up there.
And he's hobbled here by, look like they're going to bring in number 10. That's Tavion Fry, looks like the 5'9", 155-pound senior.
That's nice when you can bring a senior off the bench to be a running back like that. A lot of times when you sub down,
Petrie looks like he looks like he could be hurting a little bit here on the sidelines. But Blue Jays come out, trips right, one back in the backfield. That's Wright, the fullback. Jace Reuter back to throw. He got some time, and nice deflection there by, that was number 3, Trey Thompson. If Thompson doesn't get a piece of that ball, Will Ellis, the 6'2", 150-pound senior, had some room out there, but incomplete pass will bring up 4th down and 11 for the Blue Jays.
Phillipsburg ought to have decent field position here, dropping back deep to return. That's dadgummit.
Yeah, that'll be John Gower and
Trey Thompson.
Yeah, both of them. Reuter on the punt. And this is the high punt. And it angled to the sideline. It will bounce out of bounds at the 27-yard line. And the Phillipsburg Panthers will get their first offensive drive of the game. They took the opening kickoff, 89 yards for the touchdown. And that is our score, 7-0 here, 10 minutes left in this first quarter.
Yeah, they take it over to 29. And, after that kickoff, I'm not so sure that's not a bad idea.
No.
Put it over there close to the sideline. And when you do that, you only have to defend, a piece of the field. So if your punter has good control like that, that's a really nice way to do that. But sometimes the kids do that. They shank it, and then you get a 15-yard punt.
Yeah, that was a good angle punt. You can use the sideline as an extra defender. So back in the shotgun sides for the Panthers, and he's going to keep it. It looks like he may have lost a couple yards on the tackle there is number 52. That's Colin Ocker.
Yeah, and that's, we talk about that coming up here. The size of Norton may give Phillipsburg some trouble, especially over the guards.
Yeah, the Bluejays are going 250, 190, and 250 up front. Sides in the backfield now. And it's a give to Kurt Coombs, and he's off the right side for a couple yards. Tackled there by Jacob Green, the 6'1", 225-pound senior linebacker, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 8 for the Panthers.
Yeah, they did a nice job blocking that. Had a little ISO look to it. Gets them up to the 32.
Phillipsburg is using only 2 backs, and now they're back into their more traditional 3-back set. Gower and Coombs and Gross, and there's a flag on the play, and this is going to be, we're going to bring the Panthers back 5 more yards.
Yeah, I don't know if they were trying to go on sound there or what, because most of the Panther offense jumped, right?
Yeah, the officials having discussion, wanting to know if this is offsides or procedure. We'll get the call.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. Still 3rd down.
So that'll bring the Panthers back, push them back to a 3rd down and 12, 3rd down and 13. And it's kind of behind schedule then for the Panthers.
Yeah.
They're more of a run-based offense. So
when they do throw the ball, they like to throw the ball to Trey Thompson. So keep an eye
that's
on
number
him.
3. He's split, or he's not in right
Well,
now. Looks like number 2,
gentleman. Right, tight
and there's
end.
another flag, and the Panthers here kind of coming undone on offense. They can't get this play in. Another procedure call will move the ball 5 yards back further, and it's now 3rd down, and we're looking at 17 yards, I think, Chris. This is
really not. No team likes being that down in distance.
Yeah, you're right. There's not a whole lot of plays, so we'll.
Thompson split out here right. They got trips right and a single left. So obviously trying to spread the Blue Jays out a little bit here.
Sides and shotgun, and they're looking for, looks like a draw play, and they had it a little bit set up, but the ball was underthrown to Gower, and that'll be 4th down, and the Panthers will be forced to punt now. Blue Jays should get some good field position out of this. Their Panthers are going to punt deep out of their own territory.
Yeah, like I said, we've done a lot of 11-man or 8-man games this year. And in 8-man, you don't play much field position. 11-man, sometimes it's all about field position. They're going to be punting from their own 22-yard line.
And a little bit of confusion here for the Blue Jays, rushing the guy off on late. And let's see what they're going to call a timeout. They didn't have the right personnel on the field. There's a lot of confusion from both teams on that drive.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. And this is really unusual for this time of year. Sometimes early in the year, you're just not used to substituting. You're not used to things going on.
Could it be the big game? We see maybe Norton didn't cover well on that opening kickoff.
Yes.
Now we got some penalties. Now we got some confusion.
Well, and Phillipsburg has a couple of injuries, not a bunch. Staple is out, and Mark Coons is out.
Right.
So, they have some, but those personnel should, be acclimated by now because
they played with those with the backups last week against TNP and really performed well in that game.
Right, but it might just be big game nerves.
Yeah, it's
too,
probably a little different different field, different environment tonight here in Norton. But both teams back on the field. 8:20 left in this first quarter. Phillipsburg set to punt. This is number one, Trey Sides is the punter. And this is a high kick back deep for Henson at the 42-yard line, 38. Now Henson off to the right side. Can't escape the tackle there by John Gower. Gower with the tackle on Henson at the 37-yard line. No gain on that punt return for Henson.
8:08 left here in the first quarter. Like I said, a lot. That's why I made the comment about Gower's kickoff return. A lot of times when you go laterally like that, bad things happen. And for Henson, it wasn't a bad thing. He just didn't make any yardage. That's basically where he caught it. Just he went sideways.
Yeah, if you can't get outside, then you're not going to gain many yards. So Blue Jays come out 1st and 10 now. Trips to the left. Now they're going to bring a running back in. So it'll be Quinn's left, receiver to the right. Now motion man. Ellis is in motion. Reuter back to pass, and he's going to throw it out to Henson. Completes that pass. Henson up the middle. He's got some room. Henson to the right side. He's into the backfield. Henson, one man to beat, and he's taken down at the 25-yard line. So big play there on offense for the Blue Jays. That's Tyus Henson on the reception, and the Blue Jays are set up now. Good at 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
That type of reception takes a lot of courage because as you're cutting back across the field, that you can really get lit up. Like you said, he gets the ball all the way deep into Phillipsburg territory at their 25-yard line, 1st and 10.
And I see Petrie is still on the sidelines, so the Blue Jays are running out of the one-back set, and this is right up the middle, and he's submarine there. He only a couple yards on the play. 2-yard run for right, bring up 2nd down and 8. And I wonder if we're going to see a little bit more of that shotgun set for the Blue Jays with Petrie out.
With Petrie out, yeah, that may have been, a chunk of their ground game may have been, ISOs and things like that. And now you're going to be handed it'll just be the fullback back there by himself. They got Quinn's light, single left.
Reuter out of the shotgun. And this is a give to right up the left side. And he's got 4 or 5 more yards on the carry to bring up 3rd down and short. Looks like 3rd down and 2 now for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, I think they're going to, you get those 5-yard runs like that. I think you're going to take that every time.
Absolutely.
So nice right at 2 runs for 8 yards there after that nice flanker screen out there to Henson. Blue Jays on the roll here, 6:40 left in the first quarter.
We'll call it 3rd and 3 now for the Blue Jays. Twin receivers to the right, 1 receiver off the left side, right in the backfield, right beside Reuter, taking their time here. And this is a give to right up the middle. He's got the 1st down, cuts it to the 10-yard line. So good tough run by the senior Trenton Wright, the 6 foot, 160-pound senior. Picks up the 1st down for the Blue Jays.
Boy, there's a real similar looks to all those plays, but they've increased their yardage, not decreased it. It almost makes you think that they found a seam or a wrinkle there, and that they feel like there's something they can take advantage of on the Phillipsburg side.
Yeah, it's a zone read look. I don't know if it's a design handoff or it's an actual zone read. And this is the quarterback keeper, Reuter, on the keeper, and he is met right at the line of scrimmage. That looks like that's 81, Jack Packabeer out there on the end for the Panthers with the tackle, and there's no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and goal just from inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, as I say, it's kind of a tough break for Norton in that they must have just had that ball just inside the 10. I looked over there, the sticks are down, and so that might be tough sledding.
Yeah, that was a design quarterback keeper, and Reuter couldn't find any yards up the middle, tried to bounce it outside, but the defensive end there for the Panthers was able to make the – and it's a tip ball, and the Blue Jays are lucky there that they didn't get that one picked off. Tipped at the line of scrimmage there by Van Kooten, it looked like.
Yeah, and I'm sure from the Norton sideline, that ball looks like it hangs up there forever,
It did.
Because the chances of anyone other than Panther getting it are pretty slim.
So 3rd down and goal now for the Blue Jays at the 10-yard line. Reuter in the shotgun, right to his left. Reuter looking to throw. He's got a man open in the flat. That's 82. That is Kobe McEwen, the senior tight end with the reception, 10-yard reception, and the Blue Jays have answered back, and they're on the board now our score is 7-6. Phillipsburg over Norton.
Yeah, it looked like he was kind of just doing a little crossing pattern over the middle. Not tremendous. Here's a replay. It's not a tremendously deep pattern, but there's a nice seam there. You can see it underneath the linebackers. Once he clears the linebackers, now he runs up 4 more yards for the score. So nice 10-yard TD strike.
Reuter had some time there. Mulder with the kick, and it's blocked. So the extra point is blocked, and Phillipsburg remains on top, 7-6. And that could come back to play an important part. We've seen you've seen mixed extra points or missed PATs early on in the game do really affect at the end of the game situations.
Yeah, we talked about a little bit in pregame that both these teams have effective kicking games.
Yeah.
So you kind of thought that the kicking game may be a factor, and it already is. 7-6. Phillipsburg's ahead here, but plenty of time left this game. 5:19 left in the first. We'll see how much of a factor that is. So
that's Mulder's. It's only his third miss. And you really can't call it a miss. It was a block, but
yes.
His third miss on the year.
Yes, and
we're going to see what adjustments Norton's going to make on this kickoff team.
Yeah, I'm sure they're talking about keep lane integrity. Sometimes a ball like that comes across the field, maybe somebody didn't stay in their lane. They closed down too sharply.
Right.
So there's many factors that can be involved with that. I'm just checking to see if we have any early scores come up. Everything I see is in eastern Kansas right now. So,
and it looks like Jace Reuter is going to be kicking this one off, and not Mulder. So different kicker for the Blue Jays. So we've seen some changes already, and we'll see what kind of strategy they're going to use on this kickoff. Reuter set Gower and Thompson back deep, and this kick is deep and through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So I guess, Chris, that's one way to handle the kickoff, just kick it out of the back of the end zone.
Yes, and that's very effective. I mean, they're going to get the ball 20-yard line, and in almost every instance, you're going to take that.
So Phillipsburg will start their second offensive possession at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Panthers. They went backwards their last drive.
Yeah, and just penalties. They were just they false started twice. Through an incomplete screen pass. And
Trenton Wright, the middle linebacker, gets the call from the outside for the Blue Jays. Panthers lined up 3 backs behind sides in the shotgun. And this is a give to Coombs off the right side. He breaks a tackle, and there's a helmet comes flying off. Coombs with a tough run. It looks like he gets to the 21-yard line, gain of 1 on the play. That's Jacob Green, the Blue Jays' leading tackler, is going to have to come out of the ballgame.
Yes, and we talked about this in pregame as well, that you wonder if Norton's size isn't going to kind of contain Phillipsburg between the tackles like that. And so far, that looks like that's happening. But like it's early in the game. Might be trying to do some more trap motion, might try to attack more laterally.
Now out of almost a true flex bone, and that's a give to Gower, and he's met at the 23-yard line by the Blue Jays. That's looks like that was 74 Matt Vacura on the tackle there.
I said it's
that was tough sledding there.
Yeah, Norton is very physical right now, and Phillipsburg, and this is kind of their MO. They're not a team that wants to run a lot of wild.
Look for play action here though.
Yeah,
it was a good spot for the Panthers. And it's a give to Gower up the middle, and he's met by Jacob Green at the 26-yard line. And that was a good stick by two physical football players, Gower and Green. And the Panthers now 4th down and 4 from the 26.
Yeah, that just straight dive action there. There wasn't anything fancy about that. So
you worry a little bit here. And the Panthers are going to go for this. They're set 4th down. They're going to go for it deep in their own territory. And now Sides backs up a little bit. I wonder if it's going to be a quick kick, and it is. So, and this ball takes a nice bounce for the Panthers. Going to roll down to the 29-yard line. So, good strategy there by Coach Covington. Looked like he was going to run the ball or at least go for it on 4th down, which would have been really a risky move this early in the ball.
Oh yeah, this early in the game. Like I said, this is 11-man football where you're playing for field position, and that would have been giving up a lot of field position. Ball at the 29-yard line of Norton, 1st and 10, with 3:22 left here in the first quarter. Nice boot by Sides there. Sides is their ordinary punter, so it wasn't out of the ordinary, but it was a shorter snap. It wasn't just a simple. It wasn't.
Right.
It didn't look
yeah,
like.
No, you're right. Yeah, it wasn't a full snap on the punt.
Yeah, it looked more like their pistol look is what it looked like.
So now Blue Jays out of the I formation, receivers both sides, and Reuter with the play action. He's got a man that's right in the flat, right with a spin move up across the 40-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. So Norton with the fake play action pass on that one.
Yeah.
Rolled Reuter out and found
looked like kind of like a waggle. Yeah, he
Yep.
faked it to Reuter, and then Reuter just leaks out to the side, and that's a nice gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 at the 40. We'll give him 11 yards on that.
Britton Wright getting a lot of action now with Petrie still on the sideline. Wright, the lone back set behind Reuter. Got twins to the right, one to the left for the Blue Jays. Reuter out of the shotgun. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. And this is a give to Reuter. Reuter's taking it up to the 45-yard line, excuse me. So that'll be 5 yards on first down for the Blue Jays. And that was just a design quarterback dive.
He kind of fakes like he's going to hand off to Wright, and then he uses Wright as a lead blocker. Very effective for 5 yards there. Norton down 7-6 here, but seems to have regained the momentum very quickly here.
Blue Jays now 2nd down and 5. Reuter back out of the shotgun. They're running more of their shotgun set now with Petrie on the sideline. Wright, the lone back next to Reuter. And it's a give to Wright up the middle. And the Panthers were there at the beginning, but Wright was able to slip that tackle, get up to the, looks like the 46, 47-yard line. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 3.
Here's the replay. Watching, kind of stack it up there. He looked like he's trying to run behind the left guard. Cuts it back over between the right guard and tackle. So
Royce Turner there, the nose guard, was almost had Wright in the backfield. But Wright able to sidestep him and gain a couple yards. 3rd down and 3 for the Blue Jays at the 47-yard line. They need to get across the 50 for a first down. And Reuter's going to keep this, and he's up just past the 50-yard line, and will have enough for the first down for the Blue Jays. So a 4-yard gain by Reuter. Again, that's just a design quarterback run off to the left.
Well, it kind of has a little bit of a zone read feel
you're
to it. So, but
Jordan Ford, the defensive end, read it pretty good. He just couldn't make he couldn't wrap Reuter up in the backfield. But yeah, he read that. He wasn't fooled by that. It's a different zone read look. It's
it's not an outside zone read; it's an inside zone read. Yeah. But yeah, they're at the midfield, 1st and 10. Like I said, Norton taking charge of this game right now.
Twins left for the Blue Jays, and this is a give to Wright up the middle, and he's up past the 50-yard line to looks like the 47. Give him 2 yards on the play. 2nd down and 8. So the Panthers are collapsing that middle, and Wright's having a hard time finding much yards.
And it's both teams are just kind of pounding right in the middle of the field. Clock's running down fast. We have less than a minute here in the first quarter.
The Twins set for the Blue Jays on both sides. Reuter out of the gun. He's looking to throw, and it's tipped, but incomplete. Will Ellis, the receiver out there for the Blue Jays, had a chance at that, but again, that's the second time, Chris, we've seen the Reuter's ball tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Good point, Curtis. It almost makes you wonder if that isn't part of their strategy, is to get some hands up in the air to deflect some balls and change some things.
The 3rd down and long now for the Blue Jays. It'll be 8 yards for the first down. Keep this drive going. 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Trips right for the Blue Jays. One setback. That's right in the backfield next to Reuter out of the shotgun. Reuter back to throw. He's got some room off the right side. Reuter up two, lowers his shoulder, and gets across the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 36-yard line. So Reuter didn't see anybody out on the right side and made a good decision to run this ball.
Yeah, watch on the replay. That's a nice read there to see. And I'm sure his original thinking was, let's just get the first down, but he gets first down plus more, gets it up to about the 36, 37-yard line.
Showing some power out there, and took a hit by the strong safety Nathan Moon, but was able to still pick up 5 more yards after that hit. Blue Jays 1st and 10, pick up another third down. That's the second third down conversion they had on this drive.
Yep, 21 seconds left here in the first quarter.
And Reuter again with a design run off the left side, and he's up to the 32, 33-yard line. So 4 or 5 yards on first down for Reuter. So good gain by the Blue Jays, and that'll probably run us down to the first quarter. But it's a physical game out here. Both teams pretty physical, and Phillipsburg comes out with the first punch. Norton able to answer back and on the drive again. So we'll be back here for the second quarter. You're watching Nex-Tech Game Time.
From senior trips to toddler adventures and youth sports, the Hayes Recreation Commission is your one-stop shop for fun. Check out all the fall and winter brochure for a complete list of scheduled events and classes. The fun times continue in the HRC Wellness Center, where you can enroll in personal training and memberships. The HRC provides fun and fitness for all ages. Find them at hayesrec.org. Call or stop by and learn more.
Prairie Horizon Agri-Energy, Farmers National Bank member FDIC, Olive Bovey Memorial Chapel, Seidel's Automotive, and Whitmer Drug are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Phillipsburg High School students and athletes. Best wishes for a successful season on the fields, the courts, and in the classroom from Cliff's Welding Service, Ron Juneman OD, Farmers and Ranchers Outlet, and Scott McCoppin Bookstore and Hometown Grounds, backing the Phillipsburg Panthers all season long.
Welcome back to Norton and Nex-Tech Game Time's coverage of the game of the week between the Phillipsburg Panthers and the Norton Blue Jays. We're going to start the second quarter now. Our score 7-6. Phillipsburg on top. Norton, though, is driving, and they've got the ball at the 32-yard line, 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, just going back reviewing the scoring drive, there were 2 big passing plays in there. Norton's mixing in the pass a lot more than Phillipsburg is, and which probably what we expected coming into this game.
Yeah, Norton's offensive stats were more balanced, but total yardage was pretty close between these two teams. And this is a trap, and Wright's met in the backfield. That is number 62, Chris Van Kooten. We've heard his name called several times here early in this first half of this ball game. A nice tackle by Van Kooten. That's a loss of a yard.
Yeah, here we can see the replay here. There's that guard pulling.
Just gets right in behind that guard.
Van Kooten, with the injury to Staple, they needed someone to step up on that line of scrimmage, and he looks like he's the man for the job so far.
So, again, Norton is faced with a third down. They've converted the last 2 third downs on this drive. So, 3rd down and 7. We got trips receivers to the left for the Blue Jays. Reuter back to throw, and he's got a man in the middle, and it's dropped a little bit behind Will Ellis, the senior receiver. So, now decision time for the Blue Jays. They're in that range, Chris, where
it's a real tweener.
Yes.
Depending on what you thought of your punter, this might be and they're running out of different units, so it makes you wonder if they're going to punt or fake punt. It's too far for a field goal for most high school kickers.
Right.
But if you've got a punter, you like the way he hangs the ball up in the air. If he can hang a nice high punt down there, sometimes you make that returner nervous, he might put it on the ground. Or he might go long count too.
And Reuter's the punter, so keep your eye out for a fake also right here. And this is a fake. And reverse it out to the left, and the throw is past Will Ellis, and that gamble didn't pay off, but there is a flag down. The gamble didn't pay off for the Blue Jays. We'll see what the flag is in the offensive backfield, so I don't know if they had enough guys or too many guys on the field. We'll see.
He's waving it off. Yep. So
Ryan Johnson on the throw there. Phillipsburg really read that well. They were out there. Johnson had no room to run. His pass was a little over the head of Will Ellis. So the Panthers are going to start decent field position at the 34-yard line, 1st and 10 for Phillipsburg.
Yeah, and that might be a little bit of a momentum switch there. If you're the Panthers, you got to feel good about getting the stop there. That's an interesting gap between their left guard and center there.
And this is, again, second man through, and Johnson tripped him up. It looks like that's number 6 on the carry, Traylon Gross.
Yeah, Gross has kind of stepped in Mark Coombs' place. So
Looked like there was some room out there for him, but 3-yard gain on the play brings up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that was interesting. There was a big split between the center and the left guard. They went to the right, so maybe it didn't matter. But and maybe just our angle from up here, too. I don't know.
Sides in the backfield. He takes the ball, and this is a give to Gower. Gower cuts up the middle, and Gower running tough up to close to the 50-yard line. He's going to have a first down, so good tough run by Gower on the play. And that's a first down for the Panthers, and I think that's the first down that they have on offense.
They must like run behind their right guard, Colby Wells. And over there, that's also Seth Jacobs on that side, too. So, because they made some hay there now. Gets it up to the 40-yard line, 1st and 10. That was a gain of 13 for Grauer.
3 backs in the backfield, 4 sides, and it's a give off to the left-hand side to Gross, and he's up to the 50-yard line, to the 49. So good gain again, 2-3 yards for the Panthers. And they go left this time.
Yeah, runs up behind his fullback. Fullback kicks out number 16 there. It looks like a D, or that's Carson Wallace. That's a strong safety. He's up pretty tight to the line of scrimmage, actually. So
Bakura and Green on the tackle there for the Blue Jays. Brings up 2nd down and 8 for Phillipsburg. 3 backs in the backfield. This is a toss to Gross, and the Blue Jays have it strung out. And Gross is going to be dropped for a 3-yard loss. A nice Hayden Wilfong out there, the defensive end, was able to read that sweep from the beginning, and 3-yard loss for the
as I was watching, I was like, I wonder why Peteburg's not trying to run wide. Well, that kind of answered it right there, that they must be a little bit concerned about either ability to seal down their ends, or they're just concerned about their quickness getting there. Sometimes it has to do with the quickness of how some teams react. So
I got my defensive ends wrong. I think that's Kobe McEwen then on the far side of the field there with the stop for the Blue Jays. So 3rd down and 11 for the Panthers. Sides out of the shotgun. He's looking to throw, and he's got a man. Gower's open on the right flat. Gower breaks a tackle up past the 30-yard line, and a nice completion for the Panthers, and they are now in business. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He looks left. And by looking left, what that might have done is it's got the linebacker to shift us a little bit that way, because as he throws it out to Gower there on the right side, he's wide, smoking Joe open.
Yeah, there's no Blue Jay defenders around, and Gower with a big gain for first down. That was big, 3rd down and 11 conversion for the Panthers. Now
Gower gouged him there.
1st and 10 for Phillipsburg, and this is a give to Gross, it looks like, and he's spinning up to the 20-yard line. So good hard run on the play. I'm sorry, that's Kirk Coombs on the run.
Yeah, Coombs runs behind both of his up backs. That's a more traditional flex bone kind of look there. Powers it up to the left side.
And there's the line of scrimmage again, and Gross has got some room. He breaks the tackle to the left, and Gross is in for the end zone for the touchdown on the Panthers. That is a 20-yard touchdown run, I believe, or a 28-yard touchdown run. Nice run off that left-hand side there.
Oh, yeah.
They started that drive going to the right, and then switched left and found something over on that side.
Well, and also that Peteburg likes to do that once in a while. They'll use some tempo there. They rush right up, and sometimes they catch defenses on their heels.
Yeah, that's a good observation. They did get up the line of scrimmage and run the play. So our score 13-6 now. Phillipsburg on top. 8:14 left in the second quarter.
It'll be interesting how they call this, because it could be encroachment or it could be illegal procedure. It could have went either way.
Side judge is pointing towards Norton.
After this PAT, we're going to get some snaps up. We apparently have
dead ball, encroachment on a defense.
So now just 1 yard in for the PAT, and it looks like they're picking the tee up, and they're going to go for 2 here. 7-point spread for the Panthers, but now with just 1 yard to go, they're going to try this 2-point conversion and make this a 2-score game. This is pretty big. Early on in this game, this is a big play.
Yes, definitely.
And watch them go left. They've had a lot of success left here recently. 1 back set, 4 sides. It's Gower, and it's an option to the right. And Gower makes a man miss, and he's close to the goal line. And he's not in. He's on that far goal line. I couldn't see, but no signal by the side judge. So two-point conversion was no good.
Nice job stringing that out there. See the defensive end coming up on that play. That's number 82 for Norton. That's Kobe McEwen. She really strings that out, forces it back, and
Trenton Wright with the nice tackle right there, right before the goal line. So.
Yes, because someone still had to finish it. And Wright does a nice job of that. Here we got snaps coming up. Here's the Norton Blue Jay fielder, the kickoff getting ready to start. A Norton fan dressed for the occasion tonight. Got a little guy there watching the game tonight from Norton. Got a wider angle down by the goal. Or that's when they're coming out before the game. There's the band out there as they're marching across. I believe they were playing on Wisconsin at that point. So the ubiquitous fight song of so many schools, including Quinter. So.
So the Panthers then with the score, but the failed two PATs, it will still make our score here 13-6, 8:14 left in the second quarter, and the Panthers will be teeing it up.
As a 7-play drive goes 66 yards and almost exclusively on the ground except for that little flat pass out to Gower, and he rumbled up that right sideline there. So nice drive.
Honeycutt's kick is taken at the 10-yard line. And this is Wallace, and Wallace has got some room, and Honeycutt with a nice saving tackle. Wallace up to the 45-yard line. But if the kicker doesn't trip him up, we've got our second kickoff return for a touchdown. But Carson Wallace has set the Blue Jays up with a nice field position.
I'm thinking the poor Norton, that's Phillipsburg, that's right. Norton has a nice kickoff there. That's interesting. We've had two teams do this. Both sides now had some success on kickoff returns.
The Blue Jays set up first down and 10 at the 46-yard line. Again, Petrie trying to work that ankle off here on the sideline. He's not in the ball game at this moment. Twin receivers to the right for Reuter, right in the backfield. A high snap, Reuter's able to bring it down and sidestep a tackle. He's able to get a couple yards, but that high snap, Chris, that just
took
had the timing off right from the beginning.
Yeah, what it did is it kind of took away his ability to read anything. He just had to try to dive forward and get in behind his fullback and not read it. So that looks like a gain of 1 on the play. Bring up a 2nd and 9 at the ball at the Norton 47-yard line.
Blue Jays
got
send
7:40 left in the second quarter.
Twin receivers both sides for the Blue Jays. Reuter out of the shotgun. He's looking to throw. And he has Henson out in the flat. Henson cuts it up the middle, makes another man miss. Henson to the right side. He's got a little bit of room, and it's tackled at the 20-yard line. That was Trey Thompson on the tackle, but a big gain for Tyus Henson, the senior receiver. That's his second big play of the night.
Yeah, I wonder if he kind of hooked up there or something, and then, like I say, did the same thing last time, worked across the field. Shows a lot of courage doing that. Bad things could have happened there. Moves it up to the 20-yard line. That'll be a gain of 33 yards.
Good read by Reuter there. He had a man in the flat who was covered and had Henson on the
different layers.
Comeback.
Yeah, different layers in the pattern.
So Reuter with the carry. He's going to be up the middle. Reuter's got some room. Makes a man miss, and he's into the end zone. A 20-yard touchdown run by Jace Reuter, and that brings the Blue Jays back within a point. So a little back and forth here, Chris, in the second quarter. Offenses are getting warmed up.
That looks like an inside zone read is what it looks like. There's 72. I didn't actually get a tackle, or a block, but sometimes if you can just fan somebody and get in the way, that's a Maverick Engel. Got in the way there, gave him an ability to cut off of that shadow block there. So
you're getting linemen in the second level there. That spells trouble for any team. So Mulder at the second attempt of his PAT. The first one was blocked. This one is up and through, and it's good, and that ties our ball game up at 13. So that missed PAT by the Panthers now. Both teams have missed the PAT, and so we're even. we're at 13, and so again, these two teams are trading back and forth. You can see this momentum switching back from the Panthers to the Blue Jays and then back again.
And this is what you'd expect from a big rivalry game here too.
Right.
Nothing's going to be easy, and it's going to be exciting, and we're going to trade blows here. That was a 3-play, 54-yard drive. The biggest bulk of that was that Reuter pass to Henson, where it looked like he might have hooked up and then just cut it back across the field. But also that zone read by Reuter was a nice gainer as well. Like you said, they're doing that without Petrie, who I haven't looked down recently to see if he's still trying.
Yeah, he was cutting down there on the sideline, so I think he may be getting closer to coming in. We'll see.
But Reuter's kind of taken the main emphasis of carrying the ball there. Also the fullback, Wright, has had several carries as well, and Wright coming into the game. You expect to get some carry, but not maybe as much business as he was getting early in the game.
Jace Reuter is teed up for the Blue Jays, back deep for.
See if he has another touchback.
Right. Trey Thompson and John Gower are deep, and Reuter's kick is deep, but Thompson's going to take it at the 5-yard line. Thompson to the right. He's got some room to the right. Thompson up to the 30, cuts it back up to the 34-yard line or 33-yard line. So good return for the Panthers, and they'll have a good field position to start this drive here. 6:48 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, that was a nice kickoff return, had some height to it, so they should have had the ability to cover it. I'm sure their goal there would be to get it inside the 30 or maybe even the 25, but he gets it all the way out to the 33. We first and 10 with 6:48 left here in the second period.
Panthers come out in their wishbone set behind sides in the shotgun, and this is a give. It's a counter play, and Coombs almost gets through. He's tripped up there. Hayden Wilfong on the tackle for the Blue Jays. Boy, if Coombs could get through that tackle, though, he had some room off the left side.
Yeah, they go fullback right, and then they come back power left. He gets a lead block from Gross out there. So,
a 2-yard carry for Coombs on the play. So second down and 8 now for the Panthers. Trip receiver to the left. Sides in the shotgun. Gower the lone setback. Sides is back to throw. And he's got a man, but through the hands. That's a good throw by Sides, but he wasn't able to connect up. That was Gross there on the reception, or the attempted reception. Just went through his hands.
And that looked like a well-delivered ball. What sometimes happens is, just don't catch it. So,
and it looks like, Chris, the Panthers are trying to be more balanced on offense. It looks like it's just not all run.
Right. Yeah.
And that may be they had a little struggle there at the beginning of the game, but they've settled in nicely. So Sides back to pass, and he's got some pressure. Steps up though, able to avoid. And Sides is going to have a first down off the right side, and he's close to the midfield. So good run there by Trey Sides, able to sidestep a defender and has a first down for the Panthers.
Yeah, and what as a coach, you don't want to see a kid carrying the ball so loosely like that. But he really didn't have a tackler close to him, so unless he gets ambushed, he's fine. That's going to be a 12-yard gain. He kind of crawled up the pocket there. I think he's still looking to throw, and then looked up and realized, hey, there's nobody in front of me, so let's go get it myself.
So the Panthers set up first down and 10 at the 47-yard line. And this will give to Gross, and he makes a man. He spins up to the 50-yard line. Nice move there by Gross. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Coombs again. And that's a 5-yard gain on first down for Kirk Coombs.
Yeah, the spin adds a couple of yards just in itself. So nice move there. That'll put them in Norton territory now with 5:35 left here in the second quarter. Like I said, the game marching right on down, or the clock marching right on down. Neither team throwing many incomplete passes nor running out of bounds.
One receiver split left, and is it going to be offsides or is it going to be motion? Both lines move, so we'll see what the call is going to be.
Yeah, haven't been any turnovers, but the thing we have had in this game is more than our share of penalties.
It's going to be offsides on the Blue Jays.
Dead ball, encroachment on the defense, still second down.
So that's a free 5 yards for the Panthers, brings up just second down and 1. Now from the 44-yard line. Wishbone set behind Sides, and a give to Coombs off the left side. He cuts it up the middle, and still on his feet up to the 40-yard line and to the 37. So good tough run there by Coombs.
Yeah,
and gets the first down.
Coombs, 6 foot, 210 junior. Pretty nimble kid for that size. Gets it up, like you said, to 36. That'll be a first down, move the chains, and they are on schedule.
That big third down conversion is really giving some momentum to the Panthers.
Yes.
They've been able to stay ahead of the stick.
And that keeps Reuter and the offense off the field. Reuter plays defense, but.
And it's a pitch to Gross, and he's got some room off the left-hand side. I'm sorry, this is Coombs again, and a tackle made out there. That's number 72 for the Blue Jays. That's Maverick Engel on tackle, but a lot of room out there. That's another first down for the Panthers.
Well, and you know, what sets that up is, you know, they run inside, run a lot of power. Well, there's no blocker out there. He was out there. They're running tempo here. They got right back on the ball.
And this is Gross on the carry, and he stood up at the 23-yard line, but he gains a yard, maybe 2 on the play. And they're up the line of scrimmage again. They don't want the Blue Jays to call any plays here.
Just have a single back now. They've got a couple of slots.
They give to Gower off the right side. He cuts back up the middle, close to the 15-yard line. Looks like he's going to be short of the first down, 3rd and 1. Panthers are back to the line of scrimmage again, out of their wishbone set. And this is a give, it's a counter, and Coombs breaks a tackle and breaks 2 tackles. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. Kirk Coombs on a tough 15-yard touchdown run, and it puts the Panthers back on top.
Yeah, that same look, they fake it to the fullback right. Coombs come back power left. Gross gets a little bit of a block, gets in the way there.
Split both their defenders right there. That's a good run there by Coombs. So the Panthers now retake the lead.
Yeah, with 3:53 left here in the second quarter.
And the swinging gate's going to swing back to the middle of the field, set up the kicker, Jonathan Honeycutt, for the extra point. Snap is good. Hold is down. Kick is up, and it's good. And that'll make our score 20-13 here. Phillipsburg back on top of the Blue Jays. 3:53 left in this second quarter.
Let's throw it to a break here. You're watching Nex-Tech Game Time.
Leon's Welding and Fabrication has been serving Western Kansas for over 25 years with custom fabrication of metal projects, including trailers, flatbeds, steel and aluminum fencing, ornamental gates and handrails, and metal art creations. Leon's also offers sandblasting and coating services and a powder coating division with over 6,400 colors to choose from. For your next project, visit Leon's Welding and Fabrication, East Highway 40 in Hayes.
Oh, we're back. We're back here. That was a 10-play, 67-yard drive. Coombs had a couple of big runs on that play. Sides on a 3rd and 8, scrambled up the middle for 12 yards on a pass play. He looked up and climbed the pocket, and there was nobody in front of him, so he just took off, bounced it to the right side, and picked up a big first down. Curtis talked a lot about picking up the third down conversions. That's been big for both teams, actually.
Honeycutt with the kick. It's angling to the sideline. Oh, and Carson Wallace made the decision to pick that ball up, and I think if he would have let that one go, it would have out of bounds. But now the Blue Jays are back deep in their own territory at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, I'm sure that if he had it over again, he'd have let that go. Like we said, it'll be at the 11-yard line. It's not the end of the world. It's not terrible field position, but it's not what you would want to start your drive either.
The Norton, they're going to get the opportunity to receive the second half kick if they can get a score here and take advantage of that extra possession. So 3:52 left in this half. Norton now out of the I formation, and Petrie's back in, and he's got the ball up across the 15-yard line to the 17-yard line. So Tevin Petrie was out early with an apparent ankle injury, but he's back in now. 5-6 yards on the carry for Petrie. 2nd down and 4 for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, brings it up to about the 17-yard line there. I'm sure that's a sigh of relief to get him back on the field.
Blue Jays out of their I formation, receivers both sides, and this is a give to Petrie off to the left side. He's able to break a tackle up past the 20-yard line to the 23-yard line, and that'll be close to a first down. Looks like where they're setting it, it will be a first down. So Petrie then comes in and gets 2 straight runs for the Blue Jays, and they've got a first down.
Yeah, I formation, that's just the power. The fullback kicked the end out. He cut back off that block and got it up to the 23-yard line, be 1st and 10.
3:07 left in this first half. I formation. And this is a give to the fullback, Trenton Wright, and he's met at the line of scrimmage. That interior defensive line for the Panthers able to stop Wright on first down. He may have got a yard on the play.
Yeah, that's good forward lean there, but yeah, there just wasn't much cooking there.
So it'll bring up 2nd down and 9, and looks like we got an official's timeout, or maybe they run the clock. We had somebody with some equipment issues, it looks like. But the Blue Jays back in their I formation set, and this is a counter, and the Panthers read that all the way. That defensive end off the sideline, that's Jordan Ford making another big play. He read that counter from the start. They give him back to the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down and 9, but just no running room off that side for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, there was no one was fooled on that play there.
2:07 left in this first. They've got 4 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Reuter out of the shotgun, no backs. And the Panthers, this is a pass to Henson just over his head, and that is going to bring up 4th down for the Blue Jays. So Reuter's pass to Henson just over his head. So it'll be 1:55 left.
That was really unusual. You don't usually see 4 guys to one side, but a lot of times that's window dressing. What they really want to do is try to single up Henson. Henson looked like he was just running a post.
Reuter's pass just a little over,
just
over his
sailed
head.
just a little bit.
So now Reuter back to punt this ball. Gower and Thompson deep for the Panthers. It's a high kick. Going to bounce at the 40 and take a Phillipsburg bounce up across to the 42-yard line. So Phillipsburg will have good field position for this next drive. 1:43 left in the half, and now Phillipsburg is looking to make this a two-possession ball game.
Yeah, at the end of that play there, when the Blue Jay hit the ball, the Panthers could have picked that up and advanced it without risk. There's a beanbag thrown. So that's why you don't want to touch a ball unless you're going to down it. Yeah, the special teams coach, that'll drive you nuts when you see kids doing that.
Because if he muffs it, then it doesn't matter.
Right, it goes back to the beanbag.
So the Panthers come out 3 backs behind sides in the wishbone. And this is a give. A keeper by Sides. The Sides got some room off the right-hand side. And Sides up to across the 40-yard line, out of bounds at the 35, but we got a flag back.
Yeah. And that was early in the play, so I don't think this bodes well for the offense.
Nice decision, though, by Sides and some shifty running.
Yeah, he kind of uses his blockers well, too.
There's a holding call on the Panthers, and that'll bring them back. 1:33 left in this first half. That's a big blow to the Panthers on this drive. They were set up going.
Yeah, it looks like they had the ball up to the Norton 37, and instead now it's going to be way back to about their own.
Holding on the offense, replay first down.
Going to be about their own 28.
Yeah, so the good field position that they have is slowly deteriorating. And the Panthers now first down, and this is looks like 22, 23 yards, 1:33 left in this first half. So they got trip receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Sides in the backfield. And he's able to get that handoff to Gower, and Gower's up almost back to the 40-yard line, but Sides, that was a low snap, but able to handle that and get that handoff. I don't know how he got that handoff.
They're going quick here. They're going tempo.
That was close, and they got some confusion. They're going to call a timeout, but Chris, that was close to a fumble, and that would have been a big momentum swing. But somehow Sides was able to get that ball up to Gower to make that handoff. So.
Yeah. As a coach, you don't want to see those type of things. Who took that timeout?
That was Phillipsburg on the timeout.
Phillipsburg timeout with 1:12 left here in the second quarter. Obviously, still time to. Even though Phillipsburg is more of a ground pound attack, there's still time for them to make a play. Yep. Don't forget, Honeycutt can hit some field goals too. Here we got some snaps coming up. There's a Blue Jays fielder. Got some of the action on the field there. Had the Blue Jays huddled up probably right there before the game. Another wide shot at the end of a play there for Norton Blue Jays. Some of the cheerleaders down on the sidelines. Some of the Norton fans up in the crowd cheering on their Blue Jays. Shot of the scoreboard there, 20-13, which is our score now.
So at Phillipsburg, though, they're known for the run game, but they have shown some ability this game to throw it in the air or able to move the ball in the air. So trying to show some balance.
Yeah, when they throw, they like to throw to Trey Thompson, number 3, and he's at the top of the screen, I believe.
Sides back to throw, and looks like a draw player screen. You're right, and it was read nicely out there. 15, that's Ryan Johnson on the tackle, and Johnson read that from the beginning. That was set up nicely. If they could have slipped that tackle, they would have had some room off the right-hand side, but unable to do that. Brings up 3rd down now, 50 seconds left, and it looks like Phillipsburg is in no hurry to run this play.
Yeah, they, 7-point lead, and their game is more of a conservative game, so that would make sense that they're not going to press this.
And Norton's not calling timeout either to maybe preserve some, but they're getting the ball second half.
Right,
so.
And the other thing with Norton is they may want to get Petrie inside, and you look at that ankle too. We got a timeout here. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Nex-Tech Game Time.
Is your business prepared for a disaster? Protect your valuable data from natural disasters and the most likely form of loss, humans. Accidental deletions, crypto locker ransomware, viruses, and hacking are all very real threats. Nex-Tech Backup will keep your business protected with worry-free technology. Nex-Tech backs up, protects, and allows you to instantly restore accounts and data so your business can return to normal. Protect your business now with Nex-Tech and receive free storage. Certain restrictions apply. Call Nex-Tech at 800-588-6649 today.
Center Sky Dentistry, Office of Craig Kriesik DDS, Deanna Braun Insurance, Sloan's Plumbing, Norton Animal Health Center, and Miller Aviation are proud of the Norton Community High School students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best ever. Best wishes for a successful season from United Northwest Federal Credit Union, member NCUA, Downtown Car Wash, Roy's Sales and Service, Brian and Kate Fonensteel, and Don's Floor Covering, backing the Norton Blue Jays all season long.
We're back at Norton for the game of the week, the Phillipsburg Panthers and the Norton Blue Jays. We just missed a counterplay run there by Gross, and he's brought the ball up to the 49-yard line. So 4th down and 2 for the Panthers. 19 seconds left, and they look like they're going to go for this. We've seen this before, that they switched off to a quick kick, and that's what they do.
Did it again.
Avoids any return for the Blue Jays, and this ball is bouncing and will come to rest at the 11-yard line. 10 seconds left, and I just anticipate Norton taking a knee. They will take that. They will get the second half kickoff, so no need to risk anything.
Yeah. Ball rolls down to about.
We're looking at the 11-yard line, I believe.
Yeah, the Norton 11. So that was a pretty effective a punt. You're looking at
41
yards, so yeah.
And what it does is it eliminates any return for the Blue Jays. And so
and then at the point that, all right, let's say Norton says, fine, we'll drop somebody back. Well, that made me leave a receiver open. They got quad receivers right again. The same formation they did to Henson earlier. So.
And look for this across the middle on the post. And Reuter's looking still. He's in the end zone, and he about got a safety. And he throws it to the receiver,
and that's
a penalty. That is a penalty. And is that going to be a safety since he was in the end zone, or what's this going to be here?
That is an interesting question. I'm not sure. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Throwing it out of the end zone.
If it was an intentional grounding, it would be. Let's see what the call is. That I don't understand. I don't understand what that's going on.
I think that's a yardage foul. I don't think that's going to be a safety, But, the poor lineman, what does he know? He turns around, the ball's flying towards him.
Right.
He doesn't know it came from the quarterback.
So let's get a call from the white hat here.
Hopefully got the volume right.
Intentional grounding.
Oh,
and that'll be a safety.
Wow.
And that was one of those mistakes that
intentional grounding on the offense. The penalty occurred in the end zone. That's a safety.
And so You know, Norton was plagued by a couple mistakes against Plainville and against Smith Center, and again here tonight. That is huge. That makes this a 9-point ball game instead of a 7-point ball game.
Yeah.
But our score here at half: Phillipsburg 22, Norton 13. You're watching Nex-Tech Game Time.
Regulations and tax laws are always changing. That's why businesses and professionals turn to the experienced team at Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants. With 8 CPAs to assist you, they offer a wide range of services from tax preparations, bookkeeping, and payroll to auditing and accounting services. They can also help farmers, ranchers, and small businesses with tax planning. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants with offices in Norton, Phillipsburg, Stockton, and Quinter.
Norton County Hospital would like to welcome Dr. Greg Serene to the community. Dr. Serene is a board-certified surgeon and trained in sports medicine. His practice will focus on knee injuries, joint replacements, and general orthopedics. Dr. Serene has been practicing for over 20 years and looks forward to providing orthopedic care to Norton and the surrounding communities. The Norton County Hospital, dedicated to caring, commitment, and community.
Hahn and Ames, PA, The Horseshoe, Sawyer's Ace Hardware, and Farmers State Bank, member FDIC, are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Phillipsburg High School students and athletes. Best wishes for a successful season on the fields, the courts, and in the classroom. From Blackburn Construction, Kansas Crop Care, Phillips County Health Systems and Medical Clinic, White's Food Liner, and Professional Fire Equipment, backing the Phillipsburg Panthers all season long.
Get more of the potential you plant with the latest from 360 Yield Center. Unlock trapped nutrients and speed residue breakdown with 360 chain roll. Prevent root restricting berms to give roots access to potential boosting moisture and nutrients with 360 bullet ripper points. And capture more yield at every harvest by reducing header loss by 80% with 360 Yield Saver replacement gathering chains.
Progressive Physical Therapy Center has been an integral part of the Hayes community since 2007. Tim Marcus, physical therapist, has led the Hayes physical therapy team ever since the business opened. The Progressive staff offers expert care in a friendly environment. You no longer need a physician's referral when seeking services provided by a physical therapist. Call Progressive Physical Therapy. Their licensed therapists provide personalized patient care and treatments. Progressive Physical Therapy, 2209 Canterbury in Hayes.
I'm Dr. Dustin Cheney with the Chiropractic Centers of Phillipsburg and Stockton. Since 2003, it has been my mission to make sure chiropractic care is available in our communities. Thank you for letting my family take care of your family.
The chiropractic centers are a safe, natural, and holistic choice. From infants to seniors, their doctors and staff provide comprehensive and personalized care.
Remember, pain is not normal. Chiropractic is the natural choice.
See their ad in the Nex-Tech directory.
$10,000 in 10, but give 15.
With 7 agents and 3 locations, Hammett Land & Auction Incorporated can meet your every need when it comes to your next sale. Visit them at hammettauction.com and you'll find all their upcoming sales, including farms, ranches, as well as farm equipment and even real estate listings, both residential and commercial. They've been serving Western Kansas since 1983, and with offices in Stockton, Russell, and Hayes, they're always nearby to assist you. Hammett Land & Auction Incorporated. Contact them today.
$25 would get $21,000.
Welcome back to Norton and Nex-Tech Game Time's coverage of the game of the week. We've got the Norton Band performing here at halftime, and Chris, we had a pretty good ball game for the first half.
Yes, this has been a whale of a ball game, and this is what you expect from two big rivals playing for their district crown here. The loser likely gets the second seed, but whale of a ball game. It started off with a big bang right from the start. Norton kicks off. Gower takes the opening kickoff at about the 11-yard line, 10-yard line, crosses the field, turns up the left sideline, and scores. You think of Gower being a big fullback linebacker type.
Right, yeah.
But he also had some wheels there. 89 yards touchdown. The Hennecutt PAT made it 7-0, 11:44. A couple drives later, Norton answers. A 7-play, 63-yard drive. 2 big passing plays. Norton's obviously went to the aerial attack a lot more. The first play of the drive was a flanker screen out to Henson. He cut it back across the field for 38 yards. It put it deep in Phillipsburg territory. Then the scoring, Wright had a couple big runs out of shotgun. Petrie was hurt at that point in the game. So Wright keeping Phillipsburg honest was important to the Norton attack. The final play, it was a 3rd and 6 at the 10. Reuter found McEwen on a crossing pattern. He kind of crossing over underneath the linebackers. Cuts it up, and scores the touchdown. The Mulder PAT was blocked, however, making it 7-6. That was all the scoring in the first quarter. Second quarter, Phillipsburg answers. 7-play, 66-yard drive. The scoring play, Gross went over left tackle for 20 yards. It was a quick tempo play. Coombs, sides had hit Gower out in the right flat, and he rumbled up the sideline 24 yards. They came back, slammed Coons off the left side for 8 yards. They ran right back up the line of scrimmage again. Gross goes off to the left tackle for 20 yards for a touchdown. There was encroachment on the PAT attempt, so they tried to go for 2, but Gower was stopped. That made it 13-6, 8:15 left in the second. Phillipsburg adds to that lead. 10-play, 67-yard drive. A lot of Coombs on that drive. Also a side scramble up the middle for 12 yards on a 3rd and 8. The scoring play was Coombs running on a counter. They faked the fullback right. Coombs comes back left on power with the other halfback leading for him. That makes the score 20-13. Oh, I missed the Phillipsburg. The Norton had a drive in between there, went 3 plays, 54 yards to score. That was Reuter on inside Reed, went 20 yards for a score. That made it 13 all with the Mulder PAT. Then the Phillipsburg scores. They go 20-13. And then we had a crazy ending to the first half. Phillipsburg has a punt. They make a quick kick it down to the Norton 11. They take a shotgun snap. Reuter is scrambling around looking for someone to throw it to. It doesn't look like he has a receiver in the area, so I don't think it mattered that an offensive lineman caught it. But the offensive lineman caught it. Intentional grounding in the end zone is a safety. So the last play of the first half is 2 points for Phillipsburg, and that gives us our halftime score of Phillipsburg 22, Norton 13.
And that's that could be key because that made it just a 7-point ball game to a 9-point ball game, which is a 2-score ball game. And the way these two teams have been trading punches here in the first half, it's hard to imagine either team getting up 2 scores on the other. But,
right. And it's been a relatively clean game. I have a chart here as I've done to do a better job keeping track of turnovers tonight. We haven't had any turnovers on fumbles or interceptions. There's been some turnovers on loss of down, not getting first down, right, going for it on 4th down, but been relatively clean in that regard. We've had some big pass plays. We've had a big kickoff. I want to say Norton had a big punt return, too.
I think it was a kickoff return.
Or maybe it was a kickoff return. That drive that was 3 plays, I think, was set up by a big kickoff return. So we've had some big special teams plays. Been relatively clean otherwise.
Well, that was a recap of the first half here, the game of the week, the Norton Bluejays taking on the Phillipsburg Panthers. Let's take a look at the Nex-Tech scoreboard brought to you by Heritage Insurance to see what's going on around the area.
Hayes High's up on Abilene 10-6. That's a huge game. Abilene is undefeated. Hayes High has lost 6 straight. If they want to keep their season, give them a chance to advance the district, they need to win that game. And Abilene's strong ground game, they must be finding some ways to stop that. That's our game here, 22-13. Plainville up on Ellis, 27-0. Russell is behind TMP, 27. Monarchs maybe. This would be the first time they've had multiple wins in a season since 2013 if they get that win. Smith Center up on Republic County, 21-0 at halftime. The battle for the WAC crown, Great Bend Garden City 7-all in the second quarter.
That's a little lower scoring than what I anticipated.
Yeah, we kind of expected a track meet there. Maybe they're just getting their cleats warmed up there. Hoisington up on Larned 14-7. Larned's keeping that one close to thought, but that is just in the first quarter. Maybe that's all. Oh, here we got some more. La Crosse 33, Oakley 3. Unusual score. Hey, there's my Santa Fe Trail Chargers. They're up 20-0 on Jeff West. They lost to Hayden last week. They're trying to keep their district hopes alive. in a big game. Hoxie up on Hill City 26. Hill City must win that game to have a chance to get out of that district. St. Francis is going to win that one, but second place, it looked like Atwood has the inside track, but if Hill City can win, they can beat Atwood next week and still get in. Otis Bison, Tri-Plains Brewster, likely just playing for pride. Otis Bison up 32-0. Logan Palco down to Solomon 36-14 at halftime. That's a little bit of a surprise. Logan Palco been on a nice roll.
Yeah,
we've had him and seen him play really well, but
down by 20 there is that's surprising.
yeah,
Right.
but they are playing the Gorillas. That's the toughest mascot there's got to be to play. Solomon Gorillas, give it to him. Osborne up big on Bennington, 52-20. That's what you'd expect there. Osborne's undefeated. Likely will make noise in the playoffs. Victoria, they keep trying to keep their faint hopes alive to extend their 14-season playoff streak. They're up 40-0 over Lincoln. Ness City over Satana, 36-12 in the second quarter. Battle of Salina, South over Central, 21-7 at halftime. Lakeside Downs over Wilson, they're down to Wilson, 36-22. The Dragons come up strong. Another great mascot, by the way. Riley County's over Beloit, 21-6.
Wow, that's a little. Beloit was ranked at one time during this year.
Yeah, Beloit, they've got a stud running back. Budkey, I think's the kid's name, has a ton of yards. Rock Hills, big over Southern Cloud, 45-0. That's in the first quarter. That game will likely end at halftime. Dodge City over Liberal, 42-7. And Central Plains has finished off St. John Hudson, 58-0. That was a mercy rule. One more game for you, and that's a big game in that district. Pike Valley's up over St. John's Tipton, 26-6.
So that's a rundown of the Nex-Tech Game Time scoreboard presented to you by Heritage Insurance. We'll give you updates then at the end of this ball game. So we're 3:55 left before the kickoff of the second half, so we'll take a break here. You're watching the Game of the Week here on Nex-Tech Game Time.
Prairie Fire Petroleum, Wesco Feed Transport, Steel Fabrications, Professional Fire Equipment, and Studio 111 at Here's Your Sign are proud of the Norton Community High School students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best ever. Best wishes for a successful season from Natoma Corporation, Engels Sales and Service Center, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Joy Johnson Agent, and Ray's Tree Service, backing the Norton Bluejays all season long.
Safety at a peace of mind price. Nex-Tech Wireless introduces the simple starter plan. For only $15 per month, you can rest easy knowing you can always reach your child on their smartphone. The plan includes unlimited calling, unlimited texting, and unlimited data while on Wi-Fi. You don't have to worry about data overages, and your child will enjoy all the benefits of a smartphone. It's the simple starter plan from Nex-Tech Wireless. Unlimited talk, text, and data while on Wi-Fi for only $15 per month.
First National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, Olive Bowie Furniture and Appliance, Shane Kintner, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Coombs Trucking, and Steel Fabrications are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Phillipsburg High School students and athletes. Best wishes for a successful season on the fields, the courts, and in the classroom from Kelly Link Floor Covering, Cottonwood Inn, Thompson Family Chiropractic, and Ultimate Machine, backing the Phillipsburg Panthers all season long. When you need dirt construction of any type at any time, call Joel Younger at Flatlander Dirt Works LLC. Flatlander Dirt Works offers 24-hour service on oil field, farm, residential, and commercial dirt construction. They even handle septic systems and water line installation and repair. They've got all the big boy toys at Flatlander Dirt Works, serving all of Northwest Kansas. Call 623-7744. Proud supporters of all our area athletes. Flatlander Dirt Works LLC.
Hey, we're back here at Norton where there's about 40 seconds left. They'll reset the clock for 3 minutes, and then we'll resume the third quarter where our score is Phillipsburg 22, Norton 13 here at Travis Field in Norton. Nex-Tech Game Time is brought to you by Rogers & Associates Insurance, Pack Leader Technology, Progressive Physical Therapy Center, Heritage Insurance Group, Flatlander Dirt Works, and Hammett Land and Auction. Curtis, what are you looking for here early in the third quarter? You know,
I want to see how Norton responds here after that mistake at the end of the half, to see what kind of intensity, where they're at emotionally in this ball game. Other than that, I don't know. You know, it's been up and down. Both teams trading punches back and forth. It's really been a well-played ball game.
Yeah, it really has. Have you seen? Do you see Petrie out there moving around?
He's on the sideline. It looks like he looks like he's going to be in. He had a couple carries at the end of the half, so I would anticipate him back. It does look like he's a little ginger on that ankle, but he appears that he's coming back in this ballgame.
Yeah. I think we need to get one more break here before we resume the second half. You're watching Nex-Tech Game Time.
At Bullseye Event Center, we consider every detail when transforming our space into the perfect setting for your event. Our newly renovated, unique facility is ideal for weddings and receptions, corporate events, and parties for up to 300 guests. We also have smaller rooms and on-site kitchen available for meetings and reunions and social gatherings. Call us today to book your next function at Bullseye Event Center, downtown Norton, where your event is our top priority.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a Trusted Choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Let us shop for you. Contact Rogers & Associate to learn more.
Solutions North Bank, member FDIC, Moffitt Drug and Ward Drug, New Look Body Shop, Keller Leopold Insurance, and New Age Industrial Corporation are proud of the Norton Community High School students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best ever. Best wishes for a successful season from Graham Construction, Walter & Walter LLC, BEB and Associates, and CarQuest of Norton, backing the Norton Bluejays all season long.
We are your Northwest Kansas premier roofing contractor. We've got you covered before and after the storm.
Let us evaluate the condition of your roof and discuss options. We'll often be able to offer efficient, affordable alternatives. Call Roof Masters for a free estimate today.
Roof Masters, that's who you're looking for.
We're back here at Norton where about 15 seconds left, and we're going to have an opening kick, or the second half kickoff. Norton deferred, so they will receive this kickoff. I'm sure that they had a chance at it, they may not have, because Gower took it to the house on the opening kickoff. But they're still well within range, only down 22-13. Nex-Tech Game Time is brought to you by the Hayes Recreation Commission, State Farm Insurance, Brock Whitmore Agent, Storage Solutions of Hayes, Tri-Central Office Supply, and Phillips County Health Systems. Looks like we're all spread out, ready to go, Curtis.
Yeah, Jonathan Honeycutt is set to tee it off for the Panthers. I think the injury to Petrie has made some changes for the Blue Jays. Back deep is Tyus Henson, but also the quarterback, Jace Reuter, is also back deep for the Blue Jays. So,
sense of urgency, too, maybe with Reuter back there.
And Reuter let this one go through his legs. The ball he picks this up at the 7-yard line, and he's tough run to get a couple yards back, and he's to the 19-yard line, but that ball went right between his legs, and if you're not used to returning kicks, then that could be the issue there.
Well, and the way the first half ended, I'm sure Jace is wanting to, do something to try to bring this back. But you can only play the game one game at a time. You can't undo what's happened. So he'll take it over at their own 19, 1st and 10. We are stopping, and if we have official stoppage here.
Yeah, set the chains there on the far side of the field. And the Blue Jays will set up 1st down and 10 at the 19-yard line. I formation set for the Blue Jays. And this is a give to a pitch to Petrie off to the right side. He's got some room, and there's a flag down. Petrie up to the 22-yard line, shoved out of bounds by the defensive end, Jordan Ford, but this is coming back.
Block in the back, yeah.
So the Blue Jays in a hole already will march back on this penalty, and they'll be deeper in their own side of the field to start this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, to say this some early adversity here for the Blue Jays. Plenty of time to get it back. Checking in is Will Ellis. He's checking in for Petrie.
Illegal block in the back on
right,
the offense. Right. Replay 1st down.
So 1st and 10 at the 9-yard line.
Reuter 1st and 20, won't it?
I'm sorry, you're right. Yeah, 1st and 20. Now Reuter out of shotgun, 4 receivers. Twins set each direction and split wide to the right. Reuter on the carry, up across the middle. He makes a man miss, breaks another tackle up to the 20, past the 20, down to the 30, up to the 32-yard line. So big run by Jace Reuter there with a designed quarterback carry off the left-hand side.
Yeah, I wonder if that was an inside zone read. Gets it up to the 33. It's kind of hard to tell from that point, but nice determining running. Runs through a couple of tackles there. At least 3 there, so nice run.
The center there, Leighton Miller, was able to get a couple blocks on the Panthers. So 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays. I formation set behind Reuter, and it's a give to Petrie. Petrie cuts up the middle, and he's hit there by the middle linebacker, John Gower. He only picked up a couple on 1st down. It'll be 2nd down and 7. The 3-yard carry for Petrie, and he's out there gutting it out, Chris, but you can tell he's limping.
Yeah, and he's a nimble sort of guy. So I mean an ankle injury like that's going to take away some of his game.
The Twins receivers to the top of your screen for the Blue Jays. Petrie the lone setback, and it's a fumble. And the Panthers have got back on top of this ball. A bad snap. I don't know if they was ready for it. And Phillipsburg looks like they've recovered this ball. And they have. And it'll be Phillipsburg now 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line of the Blue Jays. So costly turnover. That's our first turnover of the night, Chris.
Yeah, that's our first turnover. I need to make a note of that. That's it. Here, it looks like they I don't know if it's a bad snap. I think they didn't know who was taking the snap, if it was going to be the quarterback or the Petrie. So
looked like it was a design, direct snap to the running back that just went a little wide. So 1st and 10 for the Panthers. And this is a give to Kirk Coombs, and he's up the middle, across the 30-yard line. Right at the 30-yard line, so 3-yard carry for Kirk Coombs, and it'll bring up 2nd and 7 for the Panthers.
Yeah, this is getting a little more critical now for the Blue Jays to get a stop, force a field goal kick or something here. You sure don't want to give up 7 here.
2nd and 7 for Panthers. 3 running backs behind sides out of shotgun. And Sides with the carry is able to sidestep a defender and gets up across the 32, the 32, maybe 31-yard line. Give him 1 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
Watch our big replay here.
A good read by the defensive end out there, just unable to get him down. And Sides makes the most of that. Gets a yard on the play. So
yeah,
big 3rd down here for the Blue Jay defense if they want to stay in this ball game.
3rd, a long 5, short 6 here.
Tight set, three running backs behind Sides. And Sides is looking to throw. He's under some pressure, rolling out to the right. Still got some room and almost intercepted. Tyus Henson had his hand on it, but Sides just doing a great job of avoiding that sack, buying some time to throw the ball. Was looking for Coombs out there, it looks like. But
interesting decision here for Coach Covington. 4th and 6, you're probably outside of field goal range.
I don't think you're going to pick up many yards on a punt.
Right, yeah. I mean, you can hang it up real high, but it's going to be hard to get much. It looks like they're going to go for it here.
The 4th down and 6 for the Panthers. They've got trips receivers to the right. One setback, that is Gower behind Sides. Sides looking to throw, and Wilfong on him. And, we had Gower had the ball just bounce off his fingertips. So the Blue Jays hold on tight there and stop the Panthers on downs. But good throw out there by Sides. Gower just wasn't able to reel that ball in.
Yeah, it looked like maybe just trying to run before he caught the ball.
Britton Wright on the coverage for the Blue Jays. 1st and 10 for Norton now. And like you said, that wasn't a huge gamble for Phillipsburg. They were playing on with the turnover though. They don't convert that into any points. So,
well, it's not a momentum shift, but certainly keeps the Blue Jays' hopes much more alive.
And it's a screen to Henson to the left-hand side. Henson up the middle, makes a man miss, and up past the 40 to the 44-yard line. So that's the second time we've seen that tonight, Chris, on the flanker screen.
You can see number 15 at the top of the screen, like actually he's calling for the ball. It's kind of interesting the way they set that up. But goes back to Henson. Henson, nice tough run up to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, Reuter rolled that way and threw back across his body. That's kind of dangerous.
A little bit dangerous, yeah.
You don't have the arm strength. So, twin receivers to the left, and there's early movement for the Blue Jays. That will be the left tackle, Colin Ocker. And they'll move the ball back 5 yards. It'll be 1st down and 15.
Dead ball, false start on the offense, still 1st down.
So 1st and 15 for Norton. They come out of the shotgun set. Twin receivers to the right.
They're resetting their formation here. They hadn't started the count yet, so they can do that.
And this is a give to Reuter's going to keep it off the right-hand side, but nice tackle out there. Nathan Moon, the strong safety for the Panthers, able to get Reuter to the ground. A loss of 2 on the play will bring up 2nd down. That may be a loss of more than 2. It looks like it's 2nd down and 19 now.
Yeah, that was an expensive play there. Moves the ball back to the 36-yard line.
Tried to run it to the wide side of the field, but the tight end moved the tight end to the left. So one less blocker out that side.
Yeah.
Twin receivers for the Blue Jays. Reuter back to throw. Now he's under some pressure, and he is down. Van Kooten in there, and also Ford. Boy, those 2 names we've been calling all night.
Yes.
With the sack on Reuter, and now he's sacked back to the 31-yard line. Just good coverage must be there by the secondary.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's looking up there, and there was just nothing there. So that moves the ball back to the 30-yard line, so that'll be a loss of 6. 3rd and a mile.
Yeah, they've got to get this to the Norton 47 for a 1st down. So this is 27 yards on 3rd down. They've got 4 receivers to the right. Again, we've seen this formation before. Henson, the lone receiver to the left, and it's a throw out there. Nice catch, but that's number 15, Ryan Johnson, on the reception, but that'll be 10 yards short of the 1st down. Bring up 4th down and 10. They're back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they flood that right side, like I said, and they'd thrown left away from the flooding side several times, so it brings the ball up to the 43, like you said. That's a 13-yard gain. Nice job. They're getting some of the yardage back now, so it looks like they're going to punt.
Back in punt formation is Reuter. And this punt is angling to the sideline. Take the bounce. And will be down at the 18-yard line. So Phillipsburg will start their 2nd offensive possession of this half on the 18-yard line.
Yeah, that's puts the Norton defense in a good position here. Obviously, they need a stop, down 9 points here, but good field position now. That gets them. The last time Phillipsburg had the ball, they were fairly deep in Norton territory. Now they're deep in their own territory.
Right. So they were able to. Norton was able to avoid any points off their turnover, and they're able to flip that field. So the Panthers now 1st and 10, wishbone set behind sides, and this is a give to Coombs. He's got some room off to the left-hand side. Coombs is in the secondary. Coombs only got one man to beat. As Henson is able to run him down, but not after a big gain for Kirk Coombs of the Panthers down to the 15-yard line. And that's a huge run for the Panthers. Puts them deep in Norton territory, and they're at the line of scrimmage wanting to run.
The only good thing about that's a good hustle play by Henson, not giving up on the play. Like I said, they're going tempo now.
Phillipsburg trying to seize this momentum that they've got here early in this third quarter. 3 running backs set in the wishbone set behind sides. And this is a give to Gross, and he's met at the line of scrimmage by the Blue Jay defense, and he stopped there. No gain on the play. Tried to go back to that left side, but unable to get anything going, and it'll bring 2nd down and 10. And the Panthers are back up at the line of scrimmage, wanting to run it again. Now they're on a true flex bone set out of the shotgun, and to give to Gower. Gower makes a man miss, running tough to the 10-yard line, so 5-yard gain on 2nd down for John Gower, and that was a tough run, Chris.
Yeah, my abacus broke there for a minute. I was trying to figure out that yardage on the Coombs run there, so that's why I went dead for just a minute.
I think a 60-yard run for Coombs.
Yeah,
there's a counter play, and they've got Coombs does get a couple yards to the 7, so that'll bring up 4th down and 2, and it's an interesting decision for Coach Covington. He's not hesitating. He's bringing the offensive back. They've got a kicker that can make it from this distance, but the Panthers are going to elect to keep the offense on the field here for 4th down. 4th down and 2. This is a big play early on in this second half. And to give to Gower, and he's met at the line of scrimmage, and I don't know. He did muscle his way through, though. It's going to be close.
Yeah, nice stand there by the interior of the Norton defense. Let's take another look at this on our Game Time instant replay.
He had to get up past the 5, and the ball is spotted there. It's going to be close.
Boy, it's stacked up nicely there by the middle of the Norton line there.
Yes, nose guards Leighton Miller, Colin Ocker, and Matt Cura. And this is going to be close. And they stretch it out. And it is by the smallest of margins. The Panthers come up short. The Blue Jays, for the 2nd time this half, are able to stop the Panthers deep in their territory on downs. And yeah. Chris, that's an interesting decision. We talked in the pregame that Coach Covington does have a good kicker.
Yes. And on the one hand, you want to show faith in your O-line, but they're giving up a lot of weight on that line to run that straight dive in that situation. Norton in the shadows of their goalposts here.
There's a counter to Petrie off to the right side. He makes a man miss, spins and up to the 8-yard line. So 3-yard gain, 4-yard gain. Give him 4 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, that's a nice job there by Petrie. Gives them a little bit of breathing room. Norton's already had one bad experience in the end zone, so they don't want to take a chance on another disastrous play here. 2nd and 6.
Yeah, we're under 5 minutes. And
officials wanting to stop here. What do we got here? Oh, we got an equipment maybe for Phillipsburg.
Yeah, a shoe come untied, so we'll give them time to tie that up. But 4:37 left in this third quarter. Our score, Phillipsburg 22, Norton 13. And both defenses are stepping up here in this second half.
Yes, maybe a few adjustments, maybe an attitude adjustment. So.
And this is Petrie. He had to make a man miss in the backfield. That was. Looked like there's a flag. I'm sorry. There's a flag on the play. Gower was in the backfield. Petrie had to make a man miss, but that's another
holding.
So, but they're going to defer this, or they're going to take it.
Coach Covington's out on the field there. I'm sure he's trying to communicate with his team what he wants. I can't tell what he's signaling, though. Holding on the, and we'll see our White.
Holding on the offense. Penalties declined. 3rd down.
So it'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Blue Jays. And they're deep in their own territory after that 4th down stop by their defense. Offense not able to get anything going, though.
Boy, just straight I formation here. It'll be interesting to see what they do with this.
See if they get conservative here. And this is a throw to Henson on a slant, and it was low and falls incomplete. Bring up 4th down now for the Blue Jays. So,
and that's a fairly conservative pass there, a slant, you know, and if for some reason that he's playing in coverage and Henson can't get across his face, you just don't throw it.
Right.
You pump it and maybe try to hit him deep.
But that throw was put where only his guy was going to make the catch or was going to fall incomplete. So it did fall incomplete. Blue Jays set to punt this away. And this is angled off to the side. It takes a Norton bounce, but able to pick up there by Thompson to pick up a couple yards up across the 40-yard line.
Hey, we got some snaps coming up here. Let's see what we have coming in now.
There's a couple Blue Jay fans. Some young Blue Jays fans.
Got a crowd shot there. Got the band at halftime there, I'm assuming. Band coming off the field, perhaps. Got some band supporters there.
The Phillipsburg takes over 1st down and 10 at the 40-yard line. Sides with the handoff to Gross off the right-hand side. He's got some room, and up across the 35 to the 33-yard line, and it'll be a 9-yard gain for Gross.
Yeah,
on the
this
first
is
down
pure
run.
power here. He's running behind 2 backs, bounces it to the outside. Then he does a nice job kind of weaving through, finding the gaps in there. Nice execution there by your Phillipsburg Panthers.
2nd down and 2 for the Panthers, and this is a counter, and it's met by Wright, but Kurt Coombs able to slip that tackle, stiff arms the man. He's out into the flat to the 12-yard line, but Trenton Wright, the senior linebacker for the Blue Jays, read that all the way, but Kurt Coombs just shook him off in the backfield.
Yeah, oh, wow, yeah. That's just good strength running through the first tackle, running by the second tackler.
Yeah, then he
forced out of bounds by Reuter.
They will stiff arm the other defender and sets up 1st down and 10. They still can't get a 1st down. This is at the 11-yard line. Phillipsburg once again threatening deep into Blue Jay territory. And another counter, and Blue Jays read this one again, and Coombs is tackled for a 2-yard loss, it looks like.
Yeah, didn't slip through the tackle there. Nice. Norton's getting some nice penetration here. That's just a straight, they look like 74. That's Bakura just did a slant inside of his man there and still able to get a piece of Coombs.
So 2nd and
looks
10. He looks like he got back to the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. Tight set, wishbone behind sides. And this is a give to Gower up the middle. Gower running tough to cross the 10-yard line to the 6-yard line. A tough run by John Gower up the middle brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, this looks like, this is, he had a lead block there.
So 3rd and 5 for the Panthers. Their 3rd possession of this half, and all 3 of them they've driven down deep into Norton Blue Jay territory, just unable to score yet. They're at the flex bone as Gower again off the left-hand side, and he's up close to the sticks, but it'll bring up another 4th down. 4th and 2 for the Panthers. So again, there's a decision to be made for Phillipsburg, and for the 3rd straight offensive possession, they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, I said they have 2 stops inside Norton territory. This will be huge for the Blue Jays if they come up with the stop here. Now, if you got long count can come into play here, you might motion a man suddenly to see if you can get somebody to jump that way too.
So sides with the play, and that's Coombs off the left-hand side, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. Kurt Coombs on the 4-yard carry for the touchdown for the Panthers. So third time's a charm for Phillipsburg. they finally able to convert on 4th down and get a touchdown.
And they dove Gower right in the middle, and they stacked Gower up. He was stone dead, but they went the counter to Coombs left.
So Honeycutt set to attempt this PAT. Our score 28-13 Phillipsburg. This will make a 16-point ball game. And the kick is up, and it is good. So Phillipsburg able to punch it in here in the second half, makes our score 29-13. 1:31 left in this third quarter, and that, Chris, that would have been a big momentum change if Norton was able to stop them, but they weren't. And Phillipsburg pounded it into the end zone to take a 16-point lead.
Yeah, that's going to be a real momentum changer. Just if Norton had just got one more stop, you got to think that would have helped them. That was a 7-play drive, went 41 yards. Gross had an 8-yard run. Coombs had a couple of big runs, bounced it out 22 yards, and he also had the score as well.
I think we got some snaps coming in. They're coming in at a steady pace now. As a young Norton fan.
Yeah, it's a very young Blue Jay there, just a chick. Maybe the team coming back out for the second half. Got some young fans up in the stands there. Wide shot of the action. There's a young fan up in the stands. Got the Blue Jay on. Got the Blue Jay stamp there. The Blue Jay tattoo, maybe.
And Jonathan Honeycutt set to tee this off for the Panthers. Back deep is Wallace and Henson. And it is an onside kick, and Norton had recovered it initially, but the ball squirted back out, and there's a pile. We're going to see it. They uncovered who's got the ball. And Phillipsburg has recovered the onside kick. And again, another big momentum swing for the Panthers.
Yeah, this is you'd love to see us in rivalry games where teams take chances, do things a little unexpected. You're up by 16 points. You don't expect the onside kick there. I
was looking for that ball deep and seeing the players moving, but a beautiful onside kick by the Panthers, and now they're set up again, 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. And this is a give to Gross off the left-hand side. He's able to fight through some tackles up across the 40 to the 42-yard line. 2nd down and 5 for Phillipsburg. And Chris, Norton's got to get a stop here.
Yes.
Momentum has swung completely in the favor of the Panthers.
Yeah, and like I said, there's no win, there's no issues like that. This is just strictly a momentum issue. When you change sides here, you don't want to be looking at a bigger deficit.
There's a pitch off to Coombs off the left-hand side. Only one man to miss, and he is tackled upended there by Jace Reuter, but not before he gets a first down. He's crossed the 32, the 28-yard line. So Phillipsburg on the move again. The 1st and 10 now at the 28-yard line.
47 seconds left here in the third quarter, and right now, if you're the Blue Jays, maybe you can't wait for this quarter to end. They had 2 nice defensive stops in their own end, but the third time Phillipsburg penetrated, they were able to score. Now they have an onside kick and moving again.
And this is Gross off the right side. Got some room up to across the 25 to the 24-yard line. A good first down run for the Panthers. Give them 6 on the play,
yeah.
2nd and 4.
Yeah, Norton's kind of slow getting up there. I think that's symptomatic of how they feel right now.
15 seconds left. I think Phillipsburg is going to be content to let this one go down. Maybe not. They're at the line of scrimmage now, hustling. They got 5 seconds left. They can get this off, and they do get it off. And it's Coombs up the middle. And he's got the first down to the 15-yard line. So Phillipsburg will be set up 1st and 10 then at the 15-yard line. When we come back, you're watching Game of the Week here on Nex-Tech Game Time.
Prairie Horizon Agri-Energy, Farmers National Bank member FDIC, Olive Bovey Memorial Chapel, Seidel's Automotive, and Whitmer Drug are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Phillipsburg High School students and athletes. Best wishes for a successful season on the fields, the courts, and in the classroom from Cliff's Welding Service, Ron Juneman OD, Farmers and Ranchers Outlet, and Scott McCoppin Bookstore and Hometown Grounds, backing the Phillipsburg Panthers all season long.
They were putting it down in distance on the score.
Norton and Nex-Tech Game Time's coverage of the game of the week between the Phillipsburg Panthers and the Norton Bluejays. We're set to start the fourth quarter now. Our score 29-13. Phillipsburg is up, and they are in control at this point of the ball game, Chris.
Yes, Big Mo is firmly on their side now. I've had an onside kick. Norton fought him off twice, but the third time in there they were able to score, and now they have the onside kick. And I'm sure that if you're the Blue Jays, you feel like a big old 2 or 3 big Panthers have jumped on your back right now, and you just got to fight it off. You got to figure out a way to keep them out of the end zone here. If you force a field goal kick, that only makes it a 19-point game, but still not out of reach.
Yeah, Norton, this is a two-possession ball game at this point. Phillipsburg is threatening here to break this game open. They will have 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Trey Sides set in the shotgun, 3 backs behind him in the wishbone set. And a low snap, and Sides was able to get back on that ball, but he lost a couple yards.
Boy, it looked like there was some early action right there by the right guard, maybe by the center. I don't know. Maybe they anticipated the snap count really well.
And
might
I think
have disrupted the snap a little bit.
I think you're right, Chris. I think the Blue Jay defensive line is gambling here on the snap count. Watch for Phillipsburg maybe to
go long count.
Right, and they're going to draw these Blue Jays off. So 2nd down and 13, and there they go, the long count. And, yeah, somebody up here in the press box saw that as well. So the Panthers go long count, draw the Blue Jays off sides. It'll be 2nd down and 8 now.
Dead ball. Encroachment on the defense. 2nd down.
And the Panthers are up the line of scrimmage. They want to get going. 2nd down and 8. And this is a give to Coombs off the left-hand side. He is met and still on his feet. The penalty flag down. But Coombs is up to the 5-yard line. We'll be close to a 1st down, though.
Here's the replay here.
Just keep his feet moving.
Yeah, and the other thing is, like I said, sometimes when you make a block, you don't have to devastate somebody. The lead back just kind of shadowed the D end out.
We'll see what the call is. They're asking the Panthers what they want to do.
Incidental face mask on the defense. 1st down.
So Panthers are going to be set up 1st down and 10. And this will be from the 4-yard line, maybe the 3-yard line.
Yeah, that was probably like a 3-yard penalty or something there. So,
and the give to Sides, kept it off the side, and he's into the end zone for the score. Trey Sides on the quarterback keeper off the right side, and the Panthers have blown this game open here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, that was the option keep there. And you think of the option keep would be, he's faking pitch. What he did, option keep off of a power play.
So that makes our score 35-13. Phillipsburg pending this 2-point guard, this point after try by Jonathan Honeycutt. Honeycutt's been perfect tonight on his extra point. The only time they didn't get it was on a 2-point conversion try.
Yeah.
And Honeycutt's kick is up, and it is good. So 11:05 left in this 4th quarter. Our score, Phillipsburg 36, Norton 13.
You're watching Nex-Tech Game Time.
When it comes to commercial and residential concrete construction in the Hayes area, J-Corp is a preferred choice. They can handle your project from ground up, including excavation, site prep, to finish concrete and pavement, driveways, curbs, streets, parking lots. No job is too big or too small. They also sell and deliver sand, rock, and asphalt millings. Call for a free estimate today. The rock-solid choice in concrete construction. J-Corp, 1707 East 10th Street in Hayes.
Welcome back to Norton and the game of the week presented by Nex-Tech Game Time. The Panthers just scored to break this game open. Now 36-13, and Jonathan Honeycutt set to tee this off for the Panthers. Back deep for the Blue Jays is Wallace and Henson.
It'll be interesting to see if Norton just really tries to open it up now and use the passing game to and they're usually a balanced team, a run pass mix.
Right.
To see them open it up and like an NFL team might do when they get behind like this.
And Wallace feels this kick at the 10-yard line again off the sideline. Nice kick, and is only able to get to the 15-yard line. And Blue Jays will be backed up in their own end zone. 11 minutes left in this game, 36-13, and I think you're right, Chris. I think, and they may have that ability with Reuter at quarterback,
right.
But I think they're going to have to go in the shotgun and try to get some quick scores.
And the other thing about doing that is you have incomplete passes that stops the clock, that lengthens the game a little bit. Whereas if you run the ball, a lot of times you don't stop the clock.
The 4 wide receivers, twins at each direction for the Blue Jays. Reuter in the shotgun, looking to throw. Got his man in the flat. This is Ellis up across the 20 to the 19 or to the 21-yard line. So first 5-yard completion there for Reuter.
Yeah, Reuter does a nice job. Looks center, goes back to the left, finds his receiver open for a gain of about 6 there.
Again in the shotgun, looking for Ryan Johnson out there. He takes a hit after a high pass from Reuter, and that ball goes incomplete. Will bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Blue Jays.
I like the way he bounced right back up after that, though. That's
Ryan Johnson. He's one of those tough wrestlers for the Blue Jays. So
there you go. Those famous.
That's expected to.
Yeah,
to
that's just
right off the
there.
ground.
You go. There you go.
So 3rd down and 5 for Norton. Again, Johnson across the middle makes the catch, and his forward progress will take him to the 24-yard line. This will be close to a 1st down, but it looks like he's a little short.
Let's watch the replay here. I'd say he maybe curls on that pattern there. Might have been a face mask. It was close.
So 4th down and 1 for the Blue Jays now. They got 2 twin receivers both directions. A high snap. Trenton Wright able to get the ball down. He's got some room off the left-hand side. Trenton Wright up to the 34-yard line. There's a flag down, and so let's see what this is. But it came late, so it's got to be the personal foul variety.
Yeah.
Let's see which team it's on.
Nice downfield blocking there, working hard to get the extra. Oh, yeah, kind of grabbed the face mask right there at the end. So
this will add 15 yards probably, maybe 5. I imagine 15.
Incidental 5-yard face mask on the defense, 1st down.
So just 5 yards on the penalty, bring up 1st down and 10 for the Blue Jays at the 40-yard line. Just under 10 minutes left in this game. Phillipsburg on top, 36-13.
Norton's showing a little, moving the ball up the field, giving themselves a chance here.
And it went through Johnson's hands, and Trey Thompson for the Panthers able to intercept that ball. Reuter's pass went through the hands of Ryan Johnson, and Trey Thompson there to clean that up for the interception. And now Phillipsburg will take over 1st down and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, that's an expensive pick there. Like I said, right through his hands. He was going to get punished on that even if he catches it. So tough break there for the Blue Jays.
That is the 2nd turnover of this half for Norton. And things are beginning to snowball for the Blue Jays downhill. Phillipsburg set 1st and 10. Wishbone set behind sides. And it's a pitch off the Gross off the left-hand side, and he's up close to the 50-yard line. Nice tackle out there by the cornerback, Tyus Henson. Will bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Panthers.
Yeah,
they're content to run this ball and to use some of this clock here. 9:15 left in the ball game.
Yeah, and that clock, I said, they'll keep it inbounds, keep that clock running. That clock is one of their best allies right now.
So in a flexbone set, And this is a give to Gower off the left-hand side, and Gower's up across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Brings up 3rd down and 3 for Phillipsburg, but nice run by Gower on the – it looked like just a lead or a power play to the left-hand side of that offensive line. And Chris, that offensive line for the Panthers, they're a little banged up and they're a little smaller, but boy, they've opened some creases for the running backs today.
Yes, as the game has went on, they've been more and more effective. That's for sure, Curtis.
Wishbone set behind sides, and it's a give to Gross, and he's up across the 45 to the 43-yard line. Should be enough for a first down. So Panthers move the chains again, and that clock keeps running. Now down under 8.5 minutes left in this ball game. First down and 10 for Phillipsburg.
Yeah.
And really, Phillipsburg is able to control this line of scrimmage and really get good gains, 4 or 5 yards at a chunk.
Yeah, Norton's stacking up there, the interior there. They're in a true 5 front now. They're trying to shoot some gaps there.
And Gower able to make a man miss. Gower now in the secondary up to the 30-yard line. Good tough run by John Gower. He shed the tackle of Colin Ocker in the backfield.
Yeah,
Ocker is a 6'2", 250-pound defensive tackle, but Gower able to muscle his way through that tackle up to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, that'll be a gain of 13 there. And as a fullback, sometimes it's easy to bury your head and just run into people. It's the smart thing to do is have your head up to where you can see, because if he runs into Ocker, that play's dead.
Right. And this is a give to Coombs off the right side, and Coombs up across the 25. There's a fumble. Looks like Norton said they got the ball. Let's see if they mark him down. Looks like they are marking him down, so no fumble on the play.
Watch the replay here, see what we see at the end of the play. Coombs has it all wrapped up tightly.
That looked like it was coming out. And they do give it to Norton. Yeah, that was the right call on that, Chris. That ball was coming out before he was down. So now we got a turnover for Norton. So
yes. With 7:33 left here in the fourth quarter, Blue Jays have a little bit of life here. It'll be at their own 23-yard line, 1st and 10. They need a quick score. Obviously, you spread it out, some incomplete passes, stop the clock, get an onside kick maybe.
4 receivers set for Blue Jays. High snap. Reuter able to get it down. He's throwing this one deep, but over the top of his receiver, Henson. And there was some pressure there in the backfield on Reuter. The timing, again, was a little off by that high snap, and was just trying to lay it out there for his receiver, but it was
right, and
well
that's going to be the special challenge for Norton now. If you're Peaburg's lineman, you're not going to worry as much now about two-gap control and all that.
Right.
You're just going to find a gap and shoot up the field.
Yeah, they're going to pin their ears back and rush Reuter then. So again, in their 4 receiver set, this is a pass out to, he found his man out there that's Hayden Wilfong on the reception up across the 35 to the 36-yard line. So that'll be a first down for the Blue Jays.
Gain of 13 there, nice ball. Puts it a little high, but very catchable. He found a hole in the zone there, and that's a 1st and 10.
Yeah, Wilfong, a nice catch out there with his hands. Didn't let that ball get into his body.
Yes. As it gets later in the game, you fatigue sometimes, you get a little lazy. Wilfong did not do that on that play. Nice job. Twins right.
Got the single receiver to the left is Henson.
And
and this is a quarterback keeper, and Reuter off the left-hand side, and he's up across the 40 to the 42-yard line. And there's a flag again, a late flag, and again some more activity after the whistle. It's a personal foul on Norton. Let's see what happens. I didn't see it on the play.
Yeah, I was watching the replay, didn't see him there.
So we'll get the call from the White Hat.
And we're going to talk it over here. Maybe it's not as.
They're marching it back.
Oh, foul on the offense, 2nd down.
So that'll put the Blue Jays in a big hole. Second down, and we're looking at 19 yards. Just over 7 minutes left in this ball game. 4 receivers for the Blue Jays, split both ways. Reuter out of the gun is going deep for Ellis, and he had him out there.
Yeah.
The looks like the strong safety, Nathan Moon, had a shot also. Just rode over the top of his fingertips, but that was Johnson again. I'm sorry, Johnson out there in the pattern for the Blue Jays, but unable to haul it down, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 19.
All that throwing and catching you do during the summer, that's where this might pay off, where you can do things like those long looping passes. That's hard to complete.
Twins receivers for the Blue Jays, some pressure, and they've got a man out just behind him. Reuter's pass was just behind the receiver, Will Ellis, so this will bring up a 4th down and 19 for the Blue Jays. It looks like they're bringing on their punt team. 6:54 left in the ball game.
You know, if you have a gimmicky punt fake here, obviously Peeberg's probably looking for that,
Right.
but you got to think about that at this point.
They ran one earlier in the ball game, which a pass went
reverse, right?
Pass went incomplete, but back deep is Trey Thompson for the Panthers, and this is a punt will bounce at the 40, roll across the 35 down to the 34-yard line, and the Phillipsburg Panthers will take over. 6:43 left in the ball game, and Chris, the Blue Jays are running out of time on the game.
Yeah, certainly. You know, this is the kind of deal, and you know, Phillipsburg is a running team.
Yeah,
they're not going to get crazy and do any passing
and
here.
They're built to run the clock
Right.
out.
Right. You know, if you're Norton right now, what you got to do is get the first man to the ball, stand him up, get the second and third guy trying to rip on the ball. When Combs did fumble the ball, he had it wrapped up nicely. It was just a good play. So it'll be interesting to see how they respond to this.
And Sides with the carry, he's just going to keep it off to the right-hand side, and nothing there, and he goes down at the 20-yard line. So a loss of a lot on the play there by Trey Sides, but he didn't see anything going. But instead of going out of bounds, made a smart move, just went down.
Just go down.
Waste some time here.
Yeah, it looks like a loss of about 13 there. But like you said, right now, even field position really isn't that important. The most important thing is keep that clock running, and it's tick, 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 tick downing to about 6:15, 13, 12.
Panthers come to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 23. Wishbone set behind Sides. And this is that's kind of a slow-moving play. Coombs was met in the backfield, able to squirt through to maybe the 16, 17-yard line. I think he lost a yard on the play, but that could have been a lot worse. Coombs was able to break a couple tackles, but now we're 3rd and a country mile here.
Yeah.
5:36 left in this ball game.
And like I said, this isn't, and you know, I really doubt Phillipsburg's going to do this, but you don't get cute here. You might even think about quarterback sneak, do something to run more clock off, punt the ball out of your end zone. If you're Norton, you probably go punt block unless you feel like you have a really good punt return.
And this is a counter on Gower. Gower's got some room up across the 30 to the 32-yard line, 31-yard line. A good run on the counter play for John Gower, but it'll bring 4th down and 14.
Good, nice look at. They had the motion going back the other way. Sometimes that might pull a linebacker out of the box with the motion, or certainly will pull a safety or someone out. And
looks like Norton's going to set up a return now. They got 2 back, Carson Wallace and Tyus Henson, both back deep for the Blue Jays. So some sort of return set up for Norton. Sides is in a short, a short punt, and which is.
Yeah, he just one-stepped it.
And the ball bounces, and neither are the returners, and that's unfortunate. They had the return set up, but neither returner was able to step up and take that ball for Norton, so the ball drops down at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, I'm sure if you're the Blue Jays, even if you fair catch it, it doesn't roll around the ground and waste a couple of seconds there.
But they didn't have the pump block on with the short set on sides. I would have, or the short snap. I don't know why so they wanted a return, but neither return man able to step up and take that ball. So first down and 10 for the Blue Jays.
4:27 here remaining in the game. I say Blue Jays need a quick strike.
Reuter looking for the receiver off to the right side. He found him, but the nice tackle out there by Moon and keeps his receiver in bounds. That was a tight end, Kobe McEwen. Minimal gain on the play, maybe none, and then this ball stays in bounds and the clock continues to run.
Yeah, that's the worst of all outcomes short of an interception because now the clock's still running. Boy, if it whistles out of bounds, at least it stops the clock.
Right, so we're down under 4 minutes left in this ball game. Phillipsburg on top, 36-13. Reuter back to throw. He's got his man across the middle. This is the senior Will Ellis on the catch, and he's up to midfield. So good throw and catch for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, looked like kind of maybe a post pattern that just kind of takes up in the middle, finds a seam there. Reuter delivers it nicely for a 16-yard gain.
First and 10 for Norton, now at midfield. Twin receivers both directions for the Blue Jays.
Got one back in the backfield in case there's a blitz, but it just gets
Reuter
out quick.
Able to hit Ellis again up close to another first down to the 40-yard line. Those two have hooked up now the consecutive plays for the Blue Jays. 3:20 left in this game.
It gets the ball up to almost a first down. It'll be 2nd and 1, but trying to get another play off here quickly. Clock down to 3:10.
And this is a go to McEwen. He's out of bounds, and so.
Yeah, Reuter kind of gave a shoulder shudder there to try to get a safety or somebody to jump. So,
that was good coverage though out there. That was Trey Thompson. He's a good cover man. Was step by step with McEwen on the sideline.
I want to say Thompson might be their leader in interception, but I'm not sure. He's certainly their leading receiver on offense. But like I said, Norton right now, you just got to push the ball. You got to get a score somehow, and then you're going to have to get some kind of special teams play. And
that looked like one of the receivers lined up off sides, but no call. And right with the run on the first, able to get the first down. So looked like McEwen was lined up off sides, but Blue Jays able to pick up the first down now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Clock running, 2:52 left here in the game.
And Reuter out of the gun, looking to throw. He's got his man. That's Wallace. He takes a hit, but able to hang on to the ball. Thompson delivered a nice hit for the Panthers, but the senior receiver, Carson Wallace, able to hang on to that ball.
Yeah,
they marked it back. I thought he was up close to the 30. Back, they marked this ball back at the 33-yard line. So
yeah,
2nd down and 3 for the Blue Jays, and it's an out pattern. They've got Ellis. Out, and it's another first down. That's a third hookup for Reuter and Ellis. A nice out pattern, nice throw there by Reuter.
Yeah, and the Blue Jays are laying back, the Panthers are laying back and let them take the underneath stuff, and then they're doing a nice job of punishing the receivers. That looks like a gain of about 7 there. So
right at 2 minutes left in this ball game. Reuter looking to throw. He escapes one man and makes another man miss. He's off to the left-hand side, and he's up past the 20 to the 18-yard line, but stays in bounds and will bring up 2nd down and 2. 1:45 left in the ball game.
Yeah, gets it up to at the 19-yard line. Blue Jays are actively trying to score, but they're also not stopping the clock here. So,
trips receivers to the right for Norton. One receiver off to the left. That is Henson. And Reuter takes a snap and looking for Henson on the slant. It falls incomplete at the 10-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down now for the Blue Jays. 3rd and 3 at the 19-yard line. 1:19 left in the ball game.
Yeah, like I said, Blue Jays still trying to get points on the board. The outcome is pretty much decided at this point, but you're still playing for pride.
So twin receivers both directions for Reuter out of the shotgun, looking to throw, and it goes incomplete over the top of the head of Ryan Johnson, and that'll bring up 4th down for Norton. 1:15 left in the ballgame. They're looking just for a little bit of momentum, looking for some pride here.
Yes.
Get a score, get set up, and we seen the score. TMP was up on Russell, which if they're able to hang on, it will be a playoff, actually a default playoff game for both Norton and TMP next week.
Yes.
The winner of that game will go to the playoffs.
And if you're Norton, you'd probably like to get a little momentum. Nice.
We're going to take a timeout now with 1:15 left, and we'll take it with them. You're watching the game of the week here on Nex-Tech Game Time.
Is your business prepared for a disaster? Protect your valuable data from natural disasters and the most likely form of loss, humans. Accidental deletions, crypto locker ransomware, viruses, and hacking are all very real threats. Nex-Tech Backup will keep your business protected with worry-free technology. Nex-Tech backs up, protects, and allows you to instantly restore accounts and data so your business can return to normal. Protect your business now with Nex-Tech and receive free storage. Certain restrictions apply. Call Nex-Tech at 800-588-6649 today.
Shouldn't be up against any kind of deadlines. We're back here at Norton where the score is 36-13. The visiting Phillipsburg Panthers leading. Norton called a timeout, 1:15 left here in the game.
4th down and 3 for the Blue Jays now at their 19-yard line. Just trying to get something going here to end this ball game. So twin receivers both direction for the Blue Jays. One back set, that's Trenton Wright. We haven't seen much of Tevin Petrie. And the Blue Jays move. And this will be most likely a false start penalty for Norton. Bring them back 5 yards. And that is the call. So it'll be now a 4th down and
Dead ball, false start on the offense, still 4th down.
Yeah, frustrating. Night gets a little more frustrating. Coming off of a timeout, you shouldn't have a mistake like that.
4th down and 8 for Norton. Reuter back to throw, and he scrambles but throws high, and that's kind of the way the game has went for Norton. That pass sails over the head of Tyus Henson, and the Phillipsburg Panthers will take over on downs at the 24-yard line, 109 left in the ball game. And Chris, this has really been a really good performance by the Panthers here in the second half. They've shut out Norton, and they put a couple scores up on the board. They really just took control of this ball game.
Yeah, they had some initial struggles. They have twice had it in Norton territory, didn't score, didn't get frustrated by it, stuck with it. They've overcome a fumble of their own, but now they're just going to pound it out and just kill the clock.
That'll be 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, gain of 1 there. Bring up a 2nd and 9. Like I said, right now it's not about yardage. 50 seconds left in the game. Okay, we have our snap winner here. This is Samantha Carroll Cook. Oh yeah, that's
the young. Oh, here we got. It'll be at the end of this reel. And Gower with the run up close to a 1st down for the Panthers. And there's a funny face there.
Yes.
And there's Samantha with a picture of her family in the background. So congratulations, Samantha, on winning the cooler from the Nex-Tech Snapchat giveaway.
Hayes Storage Solutions sponsors that each week for us. Thanks to Hayes Storage Solutions for helping bring that as the clock winds down.
That'll be the last play of the game. So our final score here from Norton, Phillipsburg 36, Norton 13. You're watching Nex-Tech Game Time.
Center Sky Dentistry, Office of Craig Kriesik DDS, Deanna Braun Insurance, Sloan's Plumbing, Norton Animal Health Center, and Miller Aviation are proud of the Norton Community High School students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best ever. Best wishes for a successful season from United Northwest Federal Credit Union, member NCUA, Downtown Car Wash, Roy's Sales and Service, Brian and Kate Fonensteel, and Don's Floor Covering, backing the Norton Blue Jays all season long.
Regulations and tax laws are always changing. That's why businesses and professionals turn to the experienced team at Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants. With 8 CPAs to assist you, they offer a wide range of services from tax preparations, bookkeeping, and payroll to auditing and accounting services. They can also help farmers, ranchers, and small businesses with tax planning. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants with offices in Norton, Phillipsburg, Stockton, and Quinter.
Norton County Hospital would like to welcome Dr. Greg Serene to the community. Dr. Serene is a board-certified surgeon and trained in sports medicine. His practice will focus on knee injuries, joint replacements, and general orthopedics. Dr. Serene has been practicing for over 20 years and looks forward to providing orthopedic care to Norton and the surrounding communities. The Norton County Hospital, dedicated to caring, commitment, and community.
Hahn and Ames, PA, The Horseshoe, Sawyer's Ace Hardware, and Farmers State Bank, member FDIC, are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Phillipsburg High School students and athletes. Best wishes for a successful season on the fields, the courts, and in the classroom. From Blackburn Construction, Kansas Crop Care, Phillips County Health Systems and Medical Clinic, White's Food Liner, and Professional Fire Equipment. Backing the Phillipsburg Panthers all season long.
Get more of the potential you plant with the latest from 360 Yield Center. Unlock trapped nutrients and speed residue breakdown with 360 chain roll. Prevent root restricting berms to give roots access to potential boosting moisture and nutrients with 360 bullet ripper points. And capture more yield at every harvest by reducing header loss by 80% with 360 Yield Saver replacement gathering chains.
Progressive Physical Therapy Center has been an integral part of the Hayes community since 2007. Tim Marcus, physical therapist, has led the Hayes physical therapy team ever since the business opened. The Progressive staff offers expert care in a friendly environment. You no longer need a physician's referral when seeking services provided by a physical therapist. Call Progressive Physical Therapy. Their licensed therapists provide personalized patient care and treatments. Progressive Physical Therapy, 2209 Canterbury in Hayes.
I'm Dr. Dustin Cheney with the Chiropractic Centers of Phillipsburg and Stockton. Since 2003, it has been my mission to make sure chiropractic care is available in our communities. Thank you for letting my family take care of your family.
The chiropractic centers are a safe, natural, and holistic choice. From infants to seniors, their doctors and staff provide comprehensive and personalized care.
Remember, pain is not normal. Chiropractic is the natural choice.
See their ad in the Nex-Tech directory.
Back here at Travis Field in Norton, Kansas, where we've had a great MCL battle that was won by the champion Phillipsburg Panthers. They came out 36-13 over Norton. Let's go to the Heritage Insurance Group scoreboard. Hayes High is still hanging on. That's a big upset. Abilene's undefeated coming into this. They're up 23-12. That keeps Hayes High's faint playoff hopes alive as well. Our final here, 36-13. Plainville has knocked Ellis out of any playoff shot with 48-0.
And look at TMP there, 30-14. If they hold on to win that one, like I said, it's going to. They've got a shot at making the playoffs. It'll be between them and Norton next week.
Yeah, and you know, this time of year, it's been a long, tough season for TMP, but you have 2 wins and you have a chance at the end of the season. That's not a bad outcome for the Monarchs at all. Smith Center up over Republic County 47. That's a final 14-14 in the WAC championship battle in the third quarter. Hoisington now has taken control over Larned 42-13. Lacrosse 48-10 over Oakley.
We'll have them next week, Chris, and that'll be
district championship.
Right,
yeah,
right.
between them and Plainville. That'll be our game next Friday night.
Yes.
Santa Fe Trail Chargers up big over Jeff West 39-6. That keeps them in the playoff hunt. Hoxie could be ending Hill City's playoff chances, 34-18. Although if Hill City would beat Atwood, there'd be head-to-head. Yeah, it'd be a big mess. But Hill City, I guess,
we need
is
a
still,
mathematician to figure that one out. Then.
Otis Bison big over Tri-Plains, 48-0. Otis Bison has a very faint playoff chance still. They're in that really tough Hodgman County Dighton district. Solomon big over Logan Palco, 50-28. Kind of surprised by that. Solomon's a good team, but I just didn't expect that kind of spread. Osborne hammers Bennington 68-20. That's about what you expect. Victoria 46-0 over Lincoln. Leopards having a tough season. Nest City 48-12 over Satana in the third quarter. South over Central in the Battle of Salina 28-13. Wilson has come back and has taken the lead over Wakeside 46-40. Stockton, we'll have Stockton coming up Thursday. They are winning over Northern Valley. This will keep Stockton's playoff hopes alive.
That'll set up them. We got their game against Lakeside next week, and for a shot for Stockton to get to the playoffs.
Yeah, that district is a mess. We'll need a mathematician for that one as well. Rock Hills hammer Southern Cloud 65-8. Dodge City big over Liberal 63-26 in the fourth quarter. That one's not over. Central Plains ended the St. John Hudson game early 58-0. Pike Valley, that's an update there. Pike Valley 26-6 over St. John's Tipton. Scott City massacres Goodland 56-0. The Beavers coming on strong. Quinter, that was their last game of the season. They were winless. St. Francis, number 1 team, 8-man undefeated, so that outcome was to be expected. This outcome was not to be expected. Dighton has put the hammer to Hodgman County 58-0. Dighton has a fantastic passing game there. I was reading about they're putting up some huge numbers there at Dighton, and they look like they're going to win that district easily. And we have a nice crowd shot. We're going to throw it out to a break, and we'll wrap it up when we come back. You're watching the game of the week here on Nex-Tech Game Time.
$10,000 in 10, but give 50.
With 7 agents in 3 locations, Hammett Land and Auction Incorporated can meet your every need when it comes to your next sale. Visit them at hammettauction.com and you'll find all their upcoming sales, including farms, ranches, as well as farm equipment and even real estate listings, both residential and commercial. They've been serving Western Kansas since 1983, and with offices in Stockton, Russell, and Hayes, they're always nearby to assist you. Hammett Land and Auction Incorporated. Contact them today.
$25 would give $21,000.
Prairie Fire Petroleum, Wesco Feed Transport, Steel Fabrications, Professional Fire Equipment, and Studio 111 at Here's Your Sign are proud of the Norton Community High School students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best ever. Best wishes for a successful season from the Toma Corporation, Engels Sales and Service Center, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Joy Johnson Agent, and Ray's Tree Service, backing the Norton Bluejays all season long.
Safety at a peace of mind price. Nex-Tech Wireless introduces the simple starter plan. For only $15 per month, you can rest easy knowing you can always reach your child on their smartphone. The plan includes unlimited calling, unlimited texting, and unlimited data while on Wi-Fi. You don't have to worry about data overages, and your child will enjoy all the benefits of a smartphone. It's the simple starter plan from Nex-Tech Wireless. Unlimited talk, text, and data while on Wi-Fi for only $15 per month.
First National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, Olive Bowie Furniture and Appliance, Shane Kintner, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Coombs Trucking, and Steel Fabrications are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Phillipsburg High School students and athletes. Best wishes for a successful season on the fields, the courts, and in the classroom from Kelly Link Floor Covering, Cottonwood Inn, Thompson Family Chiropractic, and Ultimate Machine, backing the Phillipsburg Panthers all season long. When you need dirt construction of any type at any time, call Joel Younger at Flatlander Dirt Works, LLC. Flatlander Dirt Works offers 24-hour service on oil field, farm, residential, and commercial dirt construction. They even handle septic systems and water line installation and repair. They've got all the big boy toys at Flatlander Dirt Works, serving all of Northwest Kansas. Call 623-7744. Proud supporters of all our area athletes. Flatlander Dirt Works, LLC.
Welcome back once again to Norton and the game of the week here on Nex-Tech Game Time. And Chris, there was a strong performance from the Panthers there in the second half.
Yeah, the Panther defense came up huge. They shut out the Blue Jays in the second half. That made all the difference. The Blue Jay defense also came up big in the third quarter, stopped 2 deep penetrations by Phillipsburg, but couldn't repel the third one, a 7-play, 41-yard drive. Combs scored a touchdown, made it 29. They already had 22-13 at halftime, which would have been enough to win, but they added that touchdown, made it 29-13. Then had a surprise onside kick. So not only did they get some momentum, they stood on their throat at that point. 8 plays, 43 yards, scored again on sides, kept the ball. It was an option off the end and went wide to score.
Yeah, that was that transition of plays there, touchdown, onside kick, got the ball, touchdown again. So that right there just blew this game wide open for the Panthers.
Thompson had a big interception there in the fourth quarter that helped seal it up. Phillipsburg has to feel good about this. They continue their win streak. Now it's at 15 games. They're going into the playoff great shape. And Curtis, let's transition a little bit to next week real quickly. We set up a nice matchup, Norton TMP next week.
Yeah, TMP's got a shot. I mean, they haven't had a very good season, but if they're able to hang on at Russell, they still got a shot, and that's all you can ask for at this stage of the game. Norton's got to regroup after this game and get back on track. On paper, they should beat TMP, but that game is played at Hayes. We've got 2 games next week, Chris. We've got the game between Lakeside and Stockton. That's on Thursday. If those scores hold up, Stockton has got a shot for a playoff, and they haven't seen the playoffs for some time.
Yes. So that's and Lakeside. What came into tonight with a good shot, but they were in a tight game tonight. And then our Friday night game will be Plainville Lacrosse. It looks like both those teams are in, but that will decide who the district champion is. And the reason that's important is you want to host that first game. You don't want to have to trek 200 miles because sometimes those early round games, it's amazing how far you have to travel in a first round game. And then after the first round game, they have the East-West and who hosts and first and all that. So
and Plainville's been rolling all year, but Lacrosse is coming on late. So that's interesting. Lacrosse beat Ellis last week, and they beat Oakley this week to set this up. For
Lacrosse early looked like they were lost in the wilderness, and then they've really come on. They won 2 games before district, and like I said, they've won 2 district games now. So that'll be a nice matchup, Leopards and Plainville. So we're looking forward to our trip down to Lacrosse Friday, our trip to Stockton on Thursday. Nice doubleheader of action.
Yeah, and they play the 8-man games, and 3A games are going to be played on Thursday because playoffs then start right away next week. The 2A and the bigger schools, they don't have as many schools in that class, so they play those games on Friday. Give the kids a week before the playoffs.
Yeah. We better wrap it up here. We thank everyone for helping us bring the broadcast tonight. Our final here was Phillipsburg 36, Norton 13. You've been watching Nex-Tech Game Time.